Alright guys, and welcome to Dope Check episode number 111. We are back. Rostermania is well underway. We've had about a week to digest what happened at the Esports World Cup. Some changes have already been announced. Certainly some teams talking about staying together. Other teams, though, most certainly blowing it up. What's going on? What happens next? What dominoes are going to fall over these next couple of days? Where are Scrap and HyDra going to go? Could Simp be out of FaZe? Could Scrap be in FaZe? What's going on? What will Falcons do is one of the key questions over these next couple of days as well. We've got a lot to talk about because some of these rumours are real, some of these rumours are not so real, and we've also got some rosters to build towards the end of the show. Some of them good, some of them I'm sure will be terrible. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure. Don, good to have you back. Big few days, obviously we've got Rostermania currently ongoing. In about a week and a bit, I think it's like COD Next for the new game. Then we've got betas, we've got Rostermania concludes, and then the game comes out in a couple of months. So I think it's going to be quite a short off season, really.
Yeah, and we got BP awards. Been getting active, man. We got a lot of stuff. I like that it's short, man. We got to keep on going, keep on working. Yeah, I just been gaming. I worked out with Ken the other day, so that was like the first time I actually seen him for a minute. We were talking about COD, so heard some things, but I can't, I can share with y'all, but not the chat. But yeah, everything's been good. Excited, bro. I'm actually excited for the beta, man. I'll play the beta. Mostly because I have nothing else better to do. I normally skip the betas. I'll be fucking traveling or going somewhere, but I'm not. So we'll see. We'll see the beta. Get my beta thoughts, in a couple further shows. But yeah, been vibing. What about you, Trey?
Trey's been working through that stack of books, mate. Look at him go.
Yeah. I'm not on anything.
Right. I'm not even gonna try.
I'm not even gonna try it. No, everything's good. Another show back to back. You guys are lucky. That's what I'm gonna say. A lot of roster stuff going on too. I've been in Ronnie's DMs, getting the scoop.
Getting active in Ronnie's DMs.
Yeah, I've been getting active in Ronnie's DMs. Like I can imagine other people are trying to get active in Ronnie's DMs. I actually make it there and get a reply. And I'm not talking about you, Rab. I'm talking about these other dog shit leakers out there.
For sure.
We're gonna have to have a discussion about because it's not on. It's not on. It's not on. I don't like it. It's not on. But yeah, no, everything's great. I'm hearing roster stuff should be picking up like in the next, I heard today and tomorrow is like when more news should be coming out. So you guys should hear a lot more important stuff rather than these bum teams making changes. You're going to get the big ones coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's get into it. Don already talked about it a little bit, so I think we might as well just talk about it now. At the top of the show, BP Awards is going to be back for 2026. Beautiful graphic that Lion put together today. Date 14th of September. Certainly that's the provisional date. Things could change depending how things go, but it's going to be a few weeks for us to figure out all the voting. We'll talk about that in the coming days as well. Get the community's opinion involved on all sorts of different community awards. We've got some new awards as well. We're going to be running it back from last year. The suits might be on. We'll figure that one out, Trey, over the next couple of weeks. But it's going to be a pleasure. Looking forward to this, honestly, because I think a lot have changed this year, like the regular season compared to the postseason. Stories at the World Cup, at the World Championship. You know how it is. BP Awards is better than the stuff the CDL does. So looking forward to that. And yeah, sick graphic. Absolutely. There you go. Just enjoy this one. BP Awards 2026. To be honest, the new EWC shots for like the new OpTic jerseys actually fire. I need to get the link to these pics actually, Lion, so I can put them in the videos and change out some of the old pictures. These are the awards as it stands for 2026. We've got our panel voted awards, we've got fan voted awards, we've got some special awards we've thrown in as well. There's also some other things. We've got the sharpshooter player of the year, the Iceman, the accurate. These should be like presented by a player or something, like the Iceman, Lamar Accuracy should come on stage and present it. I don't know if that's really going to work. We get like an AI generated video of accuracy, giving it to the player. Okay.
Maybe we should leave the AI
that
out
might be
of
too
it.
far. That might be too
Yeah,
far.
maybe we leave AI out of it.
Yeah, maybe we leave AI out of it.
Because we could just go crazy.
We could
You
go
could do like a video,
crazy with
like a selfie video.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it could be
I don't know if honestly, I don't know if the budget's there.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if we can
Lamar's
afford
not
Lamar,
that
bro.
expensive. We can get some people.
You think we can get Lamar?
He's related to Ace, and we know about Ace.
Yeah.
Budget, money, you know.
His rate might be a pretty big rate.
Yeah, he hasn't got to attach his rate, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, look, if accuracy says no, we get Teach, the backup Iceman. That's the thing. There's two Icemen. We get Teach.
Yeah, we can Teach for sure.
Actually, I think I should prefer Teach.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can Teach.
Surely his rate's not higher than Lamar's.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Lamar's building mansions.
Yeah, Teach will be free, bro.
I think Teach got a discount rate. That's okay. Anyway,
Maybe
the awards.
Put a good word in for him.
Yeah. We might do that today. We'll see. Look, panel voted. We got season MVP, AR Player of the Year, Sub Player of the Year, Objective Player of the Year, Rookie, and then the 3 game modes as normal.
Someone was right in the chat as well, doing ourselves a disservice by not having Burger of the Year.
I mean, look, we got him up. Burger of the Year.
Bro, we did invent the Burger King.
That is a good point. It feels tough, but like,
it's content, bro. If you're
content,
Burger of the Year, bro, you just got to get better. Like,
yeah, Burger King of the Year.
Don't we already know who it is though?
What, Okis?
Nah, it's Exceed, bro. He won the award twice. If you're a 2-time burger winner, you won burger for 2 stages.
You know what?
It's an interesting award, you know. Like,
Burger of the Year would actually be such a good fan voted one.
Yeah, I'm actually down for Burger of the Year. We throw that in. Yeah, because I feel panel voted is kind of harsh, but I'm down for fan voted Burger of the Year. Because people are gonna. I mean, there's a lot of good options out there. Because I agree.
We need another suit though. What's worse than Burger King?
Ooh.
What's like a worse fried blues place than Burger King?
No, I mean,
Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake's not awful.
Exceed. I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, okay, maybe we give it to Exceed this year, and then next year he like presents the award.
I just want to say we're probably.
Like he puts his, like we do it on stage. He gets.
Would he do that? If he did that, that'd be so legendary.
If he probably would, because I feel like you just got to like lean into it.
Yeah, I feel like he would.
Also, what I was saying is, Rab, with the what was I gonna say? Never mind. I've lost.
You good? All right, if it comes to you, you got it.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when Don said you already know who's going to be the Burger King. I was also thinking Okis like Trey, but I see the argument for Exceed for sure, and I feel like there's Legend probably didn't play long enough, so I can't give it to him.
Because here's the thing.
We could do Burger of the Year and Burger Team of the Year.
Oh yeah,
C9.
I mean, yeah, but Cloud9, it's an absolute riot, runaway success.
I'll just say because even when Simp got the Burger King card, really it was Dylan Rex, but it's Simp. Simp was right there. Like you can't Okis, bro. Like he's a Fortnite player. He just came to COD. Like he's legit been on COD for like 12 years. Like, and he won it twice in a season. Twice Burger.
I was gonna say it's probably like the 6th or 7th month anniversary of probably a bit less than that. But since the guys came in our chat gassing up how
actually.
I haven't seen him since.
That was pre-Major 1, yeah.
It's
probably been 7 months, yeah.
It's been 7 months since they won a match consecutively. That's funny.
Yeah, 0 map wins on LAN, so match wins on LAN. So fan voted, Player of the Year, Map of the Year. So Clutch Player of the Year, Social Team of the Year, Stream Moment of the Year, and then potentially Burger King of the Year. But that's as yet undecided. Maybe we could add that one to the graphic. We got some special awards as well. So special awards to the special players, Comeback Player of the Year, Coaching Staff of the Year, Challengers Org of the Year. I like that one. Org of the Year, full stop. And then Unsung Hero, which I always like that one. And then we mentioned the other awards as well. So that's how it currently looks. If you guys have any suggestions for other awards we could do, then it's not too late because, we've got a few weeks to the show. These are probably going to be the awards. Obviously, we've been working on it for a bit, but, you never know. There could be a last minute option, even if we just take a note and we have it in next year's show.
Yeah.
But yeah, there you go. Exceed has to present it this year, says Boss Man. We'll see about that.
He's probably on holiday.
Oh, Exceed only got it once this year. You're right. That's my bad.
Yeah, you got it once this year, but
bad
once last year though. But like, so he's the first ever double king.
He's the first ever double though.
Yeah,
double whopper.
Double whopper. Yeah.
He's working a double shift.
Yeah.
You know, he's on morning and night time.
Yeah, we like that.
That's
Caster
crazy.
talent member of the year is actually pretty good as well. Kind of like that.
Yo, do you reckon he just wants to say something to us like really angrily? Just like,
Bring
fuck
him on.
you guys.
Fan base of the year. I feel like there's not too many options for fan base of the year though.
I'll give you two. I'll give you the both finalists right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll give you the top two. Yeah, Challengers Org of the year, I feel like might be a foregone conclusion as well, to be fair. But I guess we'll see. Anyway, so looking forward to BP Awards. It's coming up in a few weeks' time. Excited for that one as always. Let's talk about a few things. Firstly, I did want to mention this. You talked about it, Don. You're at the gym with Ken. He's officially an OpTic member. What's happened, bro? Like, we brought him into the Doug and fucking Doug and Don.
Yeah.
We got the Ken and Don watch party, the KD watch party. And then he got scouted from the KD watch party, and now he's got an OpTic chain. Like, what's this cheese, man? It's criminal.
It's good work, man. I'm happy for him. Obviously,
Don't lie.
no, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for him. The main goal was like, obviously, he tried to qualify for the Apex shit, which I think that would have been fucking sick because then he would have basically got his own team. So I think that's still the goal, is for him to get like his own Apex team, which would be sick. But yeah, man, fucking OpTic, they be showing love. They be showing a lot of love, and he's obviously been doing good on the watch party. They all like him on the watch party, so that's just lit. I'm just happy. I'm happy to see him in a good spot. You know, happy to see him in a good spot. So he be bullshitting. I still want to do something with him, you know, on Breaking Point. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly like, you know, the shit I already do, just maybe some fun shit. But yeah, definitely like glad that he's in the scene.
After this one.
Nah. He not doing that shit over here. He's gonna go for the free ski or for the low ski.
Okay, good.
You know what I'm saying? We not doing all that. But
Steph's gonna say, Kenny, we need you. He's gonna be like, I got a show with Don, and he's like,
and he has scrim, so like I would have to. But that's the thing that works because McGregor is in fucking Australia, or New Zealand, my bad, wherever the fuck McGregor's at. So like he's up late as hell. You know what I'm saying? So we could do it late night, whatever. I'm always, y'all know me, I'm always down to pull up and get the shit done. So yeah. But yeah, I'm happy for him. The workout was great. Got to see my other friends too. I'm gonna see them again because it's their bachelor. I got approval. Normally I don't go to the club. I got approval. It's his bachelor's. So I'm gonna be able to go out with all the boys. So yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun seeing everybody, yeah.
Trey, do you not think it's interesting that like Kenny spent his whole career just dogging OpTic, and then he wins champs to them, and now he's an OpTic? I mean, it makes sense, but like, if you'd have told me a few years ago when Kenny was on Thieves that like somehow he'd be on OpTic, I'd be like, what are you talking about? I feel like it's a loss for Thieves, right? Like Thieves have Octane.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's kind of inevitable. Obviously, Ken's gonna go to OpTic, but you know what I mean. It's like he's a Thieves Hall of Famer.
They also won champs.
Yeah,
he
also won champs at Thieves, but yeah.
Yeah, he won it with Thieves.
Yeah, but then it's like more iconic.
You guys see the clip? There was like a clip where he was like hinting at it. I actually didn't ask him about it at all. We were literally talking about like COD shit, like this season COD shit. Yeah, there's a clip. He was just like, just know, like I see a lot of people in my comments, like when he did the announcement or whatever, talking like, why are you not on the Thieves? And like he was like, just know it's for a reason. He was like, shout out to all the players and the coaches, but yeah, that's it. So I'm guessing has something to do with, the higher ups or whatever. They're not seeing whatever the case, whatever he hinted to in the clip. There's a clip.
Yeah, I didn't watch 40,000 but
views,
like I saw the clip existed.
Yeah. So I'm just going off the clip. He was just hinting that like, yeah, and Hex is very like, I don't know. To me, Hex always gives opportunity and help. So like that was it just makes sense, Go where you're invited. The 100T people didn't invite Kenny. Hey, we're gonna pay you to do this, that, and so forth.
Hey, bro. Yeah, I mean, it's also like, Hex keeps around the good guys.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, there's nowhere. If you're retired, there's nowhere else you would rather be than OpTic.
Yeah.
Like realistically, so.
Yeah, I found the clip, but it's 8 minutes long and there's music in the background, so it's kind of
yeah. You don't need.
I'm gonna take Dom's word for that one.
Yeah.
The other big update, friend of the show, Austin Lidico, he's coming back. Slash is coming back. He finally did a tweet.
Yep.
Let's do a little Slasher tweet check real quick. Last tweet he did was March 29th. He took a little 5-month off ski, and now he's back. After a much-needed year away to relax and recharge, I'm looking to get back involved, looking to work with the team, want to provide the winning mindset at the same capacity I did as a player. Open to any and all opportunities. So we've got Rambo Ray. He said he's coming back too. He took a year off because he had is it son or a daughter? Maybe a daughter. Anyway, had a firstborn child. I think Rambo took a little bit of time off after the surge stuff. He's looking to come back, and Slasher looking to. I mean, look. Obviously, he doesn't say coaching specifically. He's thinking about other options, but maybe a little team building action. But I feel like Slasher could do a pretty good job. It just feels like it's getting competitive out there, you know. It's getting competitive.
Yeah, it's getting competitive. Like even for me, it's like, damn, I want to get a coaching job, but like even now with like the Simp shit, you know, Crowder and their coaching staff might be moving. It's all over the place. There is a lot of competition right now. And that being said, personally, to me, Austin is one of the best competitors to ever play in COD. Not in terms of like gameplay wise, but just like competitive, you know, discipline. He was big, he was fat, he became very disciplined. He started, you know, to me, he's like militant in a way. So I think Austin would be a great coach. I would love to work with him, honestly, just because I fucking love him. He's obviously one of my best friends in the scene. But yeah, I haven't really talked to him that much because I want to let him do his own thing. But yeah, if he doesn't find a coaching spot in the league for money, like for, you know, money he wants to get, come to the Bush, because I can't be there every day for the Bush. You know, if Rab calls me and says, yo, we got a show, I'm leaving to do the show. So for me, I definitely want, you know, more people to help. And I think Austin would be great. I think Austin would be a great coach, 100%. Especially because he's emotional like me. And you know how it is when you're playing, you're more emotional because it's like, fuck, where I'm getting shit on. Like, we suck dick. When the players are getting shit on and sucking dick, you can kind of step away from it and just be like, yeah, I mean, they're doing some bullshit. They fucking need to watch VOD. They need to play spread in S&D. So I feel like he knows the game in and out. And I think he would be great, honestly. He does need experience. So it's hard for him to just be like, all right, I'm looking to work and just go straight to the top. That would be kind of crazy. You still need reps as a coach, but I do think he would be a great coach, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few people in the scene that could be a great coach and have been great coaches. You know, even Lamar, he was helping out OpTic at one point.
Yep.
Not officially.
Not officially, but come on now. What do you think? We were blind. No.
Yeah.
And like the way I look at it as well is like there'd be a lot of good coaches that were, you know, necessarily like player coaches too, Don, like Slasher, Lamar. You know, I feel like even me at some points in my career, not saying I want to take a coaching job or anything like that, but like there's certain players that were, you know, had younger talent and had to kind of help them become a better player, not even just gameplay wise, just as, you know, in a mind state wise. Yeah, just become a better person playing.
Better person.
And I think Slasher was a perfect person for that. You know, we always have those discussions, Don, about, you know, you could tell if a player was really going to make it by how they reacted to some like criticism on the team and stuff like that. And Slasher was one of those people, you know, didn't really take any shit from no one. It was like, you know, we're there to win, nothing else, nothing more, nothing less. We just here to win. And yeah, that mindset could be really, really used in these up and coming teams as well. Even like the new teams that are supposedly coming in. I know there's a lot of people moving around. We've seen some reports of coaches going to different places, even full orgs buying out a coaching spot with a player. So I could definitely see Slasher landing on his feet somewhere, and you know, he doesn't deserve a shitty team where, you know, they're getting mollywopped. Like if you're trying to win, you pick up Slasher. Like that's bottom line.
We texted very briefly, and he was like, it matters. One, obviously the bag. Are they paying? Are they trying to win? What's the goal here? I don't think he wants to just go to some awful situation and just lose and not have anything to work with, because then you get in situations where, obviously McGee was my coach theory. He won 2 events. He was playing against Aches in them in every finals back in the day. Like, obviously he had bad events, but he's still a good Call of Duty player. He had no money to work with. He didn't have the best shit to work with. It's not like he can go get, the best player for fucking 50K. It's very hard to do. So like, if you're taking one of those spots, like even when I had a meeting with Steve this year, he was telling me, he was like, bro, if you don't got nothing to work with, you're just gonna be miserable. Like, you're just gonna, you're gonna be there. You're just gonna get your ass whooped every day, have to do a whole bunch of shit, be underpaid. So it's like, it's very situational, very, very situational. And I think Austin could do anything he wants in the scene, for sure. Coaching, he can even do content. I like when he came on the show with us. Whatever he wants to do, he knows the game, and he's one of the greatest ARs ever. So, 100%.
Yeah, it's interesting because as people are saying in the chat, I think what you said about coaches kind of learning their trade is quite interesting, because it's a development that we're only starting to have about now, because we finally are at a point where a lot of our coaches in the league actually have like multiple seasons of experience. Like in the Premier League, like you ain't just going to retire as a player and come straight in and coach Chelsea. Like you're going to have to do your stint at some, I don't know, team in like the 3rd division in Italy for a couple of years, and then like, learn how the game is. Whereas a lot of the coaches that we have in the league, they effectively just retired at the perfect time. Like we've criticized Looney and the situation on Rocker, Minnesota, whatever, for some time. But to his credit, like, first of all, he's still got a job there, which must mean something. And secondly, he's now got like 4 years experience coaching the team. Like he definitely will know what he's doing to some extent now, more than he did when he was first 100%. In charge. And there's coaches, because I think like Parasite has said it before, right? About like, getting picked up as a coach and all this. And there was probably a time where that was possible, right? Like if Parasite retired like 2 years earlier when the CDL first came out, he would have been like ushered into a coaching spot straight away.
Oh yeah.
Like we had Joey Nubsy coaching Surge on 300 racks. Like that's just how things were at the start of the CDL. Nowadays, it's not just jobs for the boys anymore. Like getting a coaching spot is actually harder. And Clay can do it because he's Clay. And he walks into Falcons on the Supermax, but like
Clay also got a great timing. That was
exactly
great timing as well.
Clay hit the perfect timing,
perfect timing.
Whereas like a lot of other, it's not that easy. Even for Rambo, like I don't know, obviously he's got the experience, like he's got the pedigree, he's got the CV, so like he's gonna be like a top pick, I think.
There's a few coaches that had a rough couple years.
Yeah, for sure.
Be here.
For sure.
100%.
Still kicking around. I think your best time to become a coach was retiring before the CDL.
Yeah.
It was the free lick if he did that. It's the absolute
the freest lick. Listen, there's a ton of coaches, I don't mean to dog on them or anything like that, but there's a lot of coaches in the CDL that like shouldn't have had a job as long as they did, or shouldn't be in one. But that's just the kind of coaching room right now, Don. There's not many great coaches out there. And I also say this, like, Don, you know as well as anyone, coach isn't just about what you know in game. Like that's why Slasher would be a very good coach, because my philosophy is being a coach these days, just being a good people person, being a good player manager, as well as like showing them stuff in game. You're telling 4 people that kind of play the game or have played COD for many years. They know what's going on. They don't need you telling them 24/7 what to do here, what to do there. What they need is some better mental and, winning mentality.
Yeah.
And a lot of these coaches don't have that. So
I think
that's why you see that.
I think just to say one last thing, because I know I don't know how long we're supposed to be talking about the coaching.
It's fine. We're just yapped today.
Okay. Just to say one last thing about it, like, no disrespect to other people, but like just having like certain people like Damon. When Damon says something, obviously he's not saying it in some fucking fierce Mamba mentality way, but when Damon says something, you respect his opinion or listen. You know what I'm saying? Like when Slasher would be one of those people, like even teaming with him, you always at least, try to hear him out. Even if you disagreed, like Austin said plenty of bullshit that I was like, bro, shut the fuck up, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? But at least I thought about it and didn't just instantly blow him off. You know, you got to have some sort of players are going to respect more players like that they know we're good. You know what I'm saying? Scrappy has high respect for me because he played against. He's like, Don was always a shooter. I don't give a fuck if he didn't win. He was gunning the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So they're gonna listen even if they're more accomplished than the person, or like, there you go, you know, Looney, Slasher, like those type of Karma, Crowder, like all those people, they're gonna have more assertiveness than, you know, the people who barely played, or maybe, you know, they played challengers and somehow got a spot, or like, you know, people just really spawned in out of nowhere. Like, you know, so I think that's definitely a thing.
I remember Gunless said it, like, this is an interview going way back, like we're talking 2017, early 2018, when he was, this is the World War II season, and he, because obviously Karma back then was still playing, but he literally said, like, he was on stream, because Gunless used to stream the most, like, just absurd antisocial hours. Like, his days were criminal. Like, he would get up, he'd get up at, like, 10, 11 a.m., play ranked all day until the team got onto scrim. He would then scrim with the team all night, and then after he was done with scrimming, then he'd play like 8s until he went to bed. So like he was streaming a long time. But anyway, he literally said on stream, like, I wouldn't listen to any coach unless, like, he mentioned Karma specifically. It was like, if Karma was my coach, then yeah, I'd listen. But because also Gunners was at that period where like he was one of the top players individually. Like, he's not going to listen to some bum as far as he sees it, which like, you know, I get it, right?
It's like a weird mentality, though. Like, obviously, you respect someone a little bit more for what they've done, but like, listen, if your org's hired a coach, you don't just say, "Nah, I'm good."
If you're a dumbass, yeah, like,
well, yeah,
like,
obviously.
even Marky B, bro, like, I tried to listen to Marky B, which. He was actually a good coach, and went on. Marky B is a really good coach. Like, even that year, it was his first year. I think it was his first year coaching me at BO4. Like, we would just disrespect him, like, for no reason. Like, shut the fuck up, Mark. Like, Yuli, all of, like, they, Danny, like, we would just roast the fuck out of him. Like, you know, even McGee, I was roasting the fuck out of McGee.
Crazy,
I was like, damn, McGee, you've been eating a lot lately. Like, I was roasting the fuck out of my coaches. Like,
yeah, but you'd still listen to him.
Yeah, I was still listening to him, obviously, but still,
I could genuinely imagine Gunless being like, "Nah, you're wrong."
You're wrong. No, I did say, "Nah, you're wrong," especially to McGee, which you got to earn that right. That's that's like
you
one
can
thing. Another
disagree
thing
with your coach.
Yeah, you could disagree with your coach. Another thing, like, I tell my players, like, I'll be like, "Yo, I say we should do it like this," and Byron Prolu, he'd always be like, "Well, I want to do it like this." I'm like, "Okay, you could do it like that. That's what y'all want to do. Y'all careers in y'all hands. I already told you, I don't think the play is good. But if y'all think that play is good, then go ahead and do it. I'm not finna go back and forth with you if you are that confident in the play. If you do it and it costs us, then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already gave you my thoughts. Like, I feel like I'm gonna try to lead you the right way. But like, at the end of the day, we're coaching grown men. Like, these guys, like, even if you coach in the league, like, you know, my girl thought Merck was 18. I'm like, nah, these guys are just going pro at fucking 22 now. You know what I'm saying? Merck is 23. Like, these guys are grown ass. No one are like super just children in the league. You know what I'm saying? These are grown men. Tell them to play. If they want to argue, you got it.
It's also interesting, like, when you've got 4 players, because like in a lot of sports, when you've got 30 players on your team, like the coach is separate from the players. Like, the coach is kind of, he's the drill sergeant in a way. Like, he can't be too close to the players, otherwise it creates a weird dynamic. Obviously, he's going to have his favorites, but like, you always need that bit of separation and that like level of respect. Whereas in COD, it can be a lot more like, maybe some teams have it like this, but some teams, the coach is kind of just one of the guys on the team. And maybe that's a better, maybe that's a better dynamic than having it as like, he's just the, you know, it's like intimidating or whatever. I don't know if that really works.
I think it could work. That's why it's like a good cop, bad cop. I feel like you kind of have that on teams. Like, when I team with Lamar, me and Lamar, we kind of would be like the good cop, bad cop. You know, take turns. Like, Lamar, if I was fucking tweaking and raging, Lamar would kind of say what I said and agree and like diffuse the situation down to where like he knows if I'm raging and bitching, I'm probably checking Zuma and attach. Like they don't want to hear what the fuck. Why is this guy bitching in my ear? So then Lamar would like save the situation, and then vice versa. If Lamar was fucking tweaking and I wasn't, then I would try to step in for that. So I think that definitely works. But yeah, you got to know how to talk to people, bro. Like that's why I didn't understand. Like at the end of the year, like the criticisms was like, you let Cap rock and stand up all late or whatever the fuck. And I'm like, bro, these guys are challengers players. Like they're gonna have a flaw, brother. Like these guys were some flawless jewels. They'd be fucking getting paid $300K and teaming with Simp.
I mean, they're also grown ass men.
Yeah, they're grown. I can't get this guy to go to sleep. Like,
what's he gonna do? Like, you can text and be like, "Yo, Cap, go to bed." What's he gonna do? Look at his phone. Go, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're gonna find it.
I'm like, bro, in challengers especially, and even bottom tier teams in the league, like. Let's say Gwen, for example, on a bottom tier team in the league, I think he's probably one of the best players, but he's going to be flaws. Like he's going to have his flaws. Oh, Gwen's a kill whore. Okay, well, shit, we're an awful team. We low key need a kill whore. So you just shut the fuck up and you deal with it. Like being able to deal with players' flaws. I think that's another thing you have to do, especially when you're not OpTic. Like if you're on OpTic, you kind of need to be a flawless player or we're just going to go get the person that's better than you. You know what I'm saying? Those type of guys can be picky. Challengers and bottom half of the league, you're gonna have to deal with something. You're gonna have to deal with something, bro.
All right, let's talk about some roster stuff. The big thing that happened. Actually, before we get there, Trey, I want to give you a moment because we had a couple of. Look, let's just say this Rostermania, what makes it different is we've got more leakers than ever. We got more, well, I mean, they're not really real leakers, but we got more wannabe leakers than ever. These guys are on a generational run. We just be tweeting shit. I got a couple to bring up. Obviously, we got the big man. It's COD discussion.
You want to bring up some you want to bring up some tweets and I'll just say false or true.
All right. Well, okay. Let me hit the.
Obviously, I'm not gonna leak what I know, but like I think it's just nice to understand the situation we're in right now.
Right, so he goes, Linz is a name I keep hearing when it comes to Gentlemates. A 3-year plus 1 year is close to being completed per sources.
False.
False. Like as if this is ever going to be true. That one's obvious, just bait, I think.
Yeah, but like you said, the thing is, people believe this guy.
Yeah, okay. The problem is, like, some of these guys know that they're just.
Well, listen, I'm just more on about the ones that are on about like I've heard scrap to this or something to that.
Yeah. COD discussion's on a bit of it, to be fair, but
well,
like
COD discussions, like you can clearly tell, like a lot of it are like.
Yeah, no, he's partially
even his HyDra to Gentlemates tweet is off.
How my DMs are moving or something. It's actually quite entertaining. Like the other one that I found, this guy has been on an unbelievable run. Marco Ortiz. Wow. He's even been doing the Fabrizio Romano graphics, right? So let me find a few tweets here. So he said. All right, so he's talking about.
What's funny is a lot of these players, not players, but a lot of these leakers, like, try and post things before, like, Ronnie's heard about it. So I would say to Ronnie, is like, oh, is this true? He'll be like, I haven't heard about it. And if Ronnie's not heard about it, I'm just going to assume it's not true.
So he tweeted on the 12th, he said Huke is practically out. So basically he said, 12th of August, he says, Gentlemates is winning the race against OpTic for HyDra, but then he changed his mind and said, no, Huke's actually out the door on the 12th. And then someone replied and said, what are you yapping about? You just said he was going to Gentlemates. And then he said, things are now 50-50.
No.
So, yeah, surprise in Texas.
Listen, from my sources, OpTic were never going to make a change.
But Marco Ortiz told me that it was 50-50, mate. So
yeah, and that's what's scary is people are like, listen, because it's based on what Hex said last year or the year whenever that HyDra was a free agent. He was saying like, yeah, they were on the market. Hindsight should have picked him up, but I feel like people are still playing along with that rap. You know.
What even is this tweet? Out. This is about Simp, isn't it? Yeah. He's
Who
like,
the fuck is
that's
this
meant
guy? I
to be
haven't seen this
Simp.
guy's tweets once.
I keep getting recommended this guy's tweets. It's funny because I keep clicking on his bloody profile. So I guess that's a picture of Simp, and he says he's out. He's out of FaZe. GG's.
No.
And then he said on August 14th, he said announcement about Scrap in a few hours. I mean, it's been 3 days. It's been 3 days. I haven't seen it yet.
Exactly. So listen, this goes to everyone in this stream right now. If there's one person to block on Twitter, Marco Ortiz is a good one to go for at the start. If you want to find out absolutely nothing that's going on in Rostermania.
he says it's confirmed. Scrap to Gentlemates confirmed. Lock it in. And he's got the upgraded Simp graphic.
Scrap to Gentlemates is not confirmed either. Just FYI, just so you guys don't go on a crazy one.
Yeah.
If I was a betting man, I would say, you know, he's more likely to go there than anywhere else, just based on the rosters and how people's contracts are working done and the teams that are sticking. But nothing has moved yet.
An hour ago, you tweeted Scrap HyDra Jody Simp.
That's just listen. Nothing has moved yet. To everyone in the chat, today or like this week, things are moving. Just FYI.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know the Simp rumor, like from what I heard, there was definitely teams looking at Simp, but who doesn't look at Simp? He's not a free agent. There's definitely a 7-figure buyout. If you want Simp right now in his last year, because I'm pretty sure this is his last year.
That's what Benjay thinks.
FaZe aren't just going to let him go for like 500k. They're going to try and squeeze every last bit of it out of him. Because realistically, Simp doesn't have to leave.
Does he have a buyout?
What do you mean?
No, I don't know.
No, I'm saying if FaZe wanted to sell him, they could just set a buyout, and I bet that buyout would be 7 figures.
No, but I'm saying, is he under contract or is he free?
Oh, he's under contract.
You know that for sure.
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is his final year.
Okay. So he's just hitting up, or he's just like...
I don't think he's hitting up anyone. I think his agent's just fishing around.
Yeah, I mean, look, he signed a new agent about a month ago. So, like...
Yeah. I think his agent's just looking around, and from what everyone heard, it was Gentlemates and Falcons. And why would you not hit him up to see what's going around?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I would have hit up Falcons too.
I don't disagree with Track though that like FaZe might be a little bit more tight-lipped about it if they actually thought that losing Simp was a serious risk.
I mean, realistically, they don't have to sell. There's no release clause, you know.
Yeah, if he did re-sign a new deal, which like I mean, Benjay said that he did re-sign a new deal, or he's there for another year at least. So,
and you guys got to look at you've also got to look at people's tweets. Like if all that rumors going around with Simp and then Simp tweets, like if it was actually going on, Simp probably is not going to tweet.
Yeah, he said I'd blame Benjay or whatever he said.
Yeah, the same with Huke. Not Huke. The same with the Huke drama. Like Shotzi's not going to tweet out that and then drop Huke. You know what I'm saying? Like everyone's going to chill out on socials until something happens.
I mean, I just like this tweet from Marco to like the last tweet I'll share of his. Don't ask for sources. Don't ask where I got it from. Just trust me, he says.
Yeah, see, block him.
I like that tweet.
Hertz coming in the chat and said, Octane said Scrap and HyDra are most likely to stay on LAT from what he heard.
There's new shit every day.
There is new shit every day for sure.
New shit every day.
But we've got to talk about it because Shotzi's been saying we ain't getting rid of Huke. What are you yapping about? Hex then says Huke ain't going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Hell no. Walk in UAV, shoot straighter than everyone else, smarter than everyone else. So like, I doubt they're gonna do this and then still drop him on his neck for HyDra. So it probably looks like a done deal. OpTic gonna stick it out, which I think it's a perfectly reasonable decision. I think both arguments have merit. We talked about them at length last week. What you do, whether you keep Huke or not, but like you made all the finals in a row. I think it makes sense. I think the only risk for OpTic is that HyDra ends up going somewhere that's like really good, and I think that's like. To me, but but go on.
That don't really affect OpTic though.
It affects him if like keep losing to them in finals next year, then the
That's
OpTic fans
different,
ain't
though.
going to be happy.
But like, I also don't know if HyDra going to OpTic makes them win every finals.
No, I think that's fair. I mean, if anything, they'd probably become more inconsistent.
That team, Marco said, could form and be a super team.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a crazy.
He's obviously just yapping. I know he's yapping, but I'm saying like,
in theory, it could.
In theory, that team would be gross.
What the
could
one
they
with
be
Simp
beatable for sure? Joe, HyDra, Simp, and Scrap.
Oh, it'd be a phenomenal team.
Be a very good team.
I don't know who would AR, but
it'd be obscene.
Fucking Simp, fucking anybody. Joe pull that motherfucker out with that team. You know, man.
But that could also just be another failed, like, you know, stacking talent.
It could be a failed stack of talent, but I don't. To me, the only reason why I look at two players a little bit differently. Like, I like Simp and Shotzi. I think no matter what the case is, it's just something's finna work with those players. No matter what team they're on, whoever they play with, they can win with anybody. That's just how I view them. They're the two CDL goats. So whoever they play after Simp, we thought Simp's team this year was not finna be this good. We all did. We're like, what the fuck? You lost Cell and Abizi. This is gonna be one of the worst FaZe teams ever, and then you won champs. Same with
Realistically, it wasn't the greatest year for him though. Besides champs,
they won major too.
No, I mean, like, it's a good year in that. It wasn't dominant though, is what I'm saying. They didn't make every finals. They didn't make every. You know what I'm saying?
They could still get better, I think.
They could still get better, but I mean, averaging a third place after before they got eighth at the World Cup, their shit was like they averaged a really good placing.
Oh, I'm not denying that, and I think that even Simp done it without selling Abizi is still something to be spoke about. But you can definitely make the team better.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. I mean, Hex also said that what was interesting, really, probably the most interesting thing he said was that they said they'd re-signed Huke 3 weeks ago, which presumably is like just after champs or whatever. So interesting. I mean, I guess that to me is interesting. Like, re-signing him after the World Cup makes sense, but if they decide, like, if they were convinced after champs that it was going to be the right call no matter what happened at the World Cup, obviously it worked out in the best. If they were already in their mind were like, we're going to keep Huke, whatever happens at the World Cup, and then of course they win the World Cup, obviously they're not going to change their mind in that circumstance. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I think if you're an OpTic fan, it's kind of a win-win. It's like you either keep the team that's on a run to be one of them. I mean, they already are one of the greatest COD teams ever. Or you try and go for the pack-a-punch. You get HyDra. You prevent another team having HyDra. Either option I don't think is bad. It's just HyDra could go somewhere pretty special. He might not be available ever again. And if it doesn't go well for OpTic this year, then... Because I know Doug made the point as well about, like, well, you know, it could be a win-win. But also, if it doesn't go so well, then all of a sudden you're under the spotlight again. But it goes both ways. Like, if they drop Huke for HyDra and then they come top 3 at the first event, people are going to be crying. Like, if you make that big decision, you have to just win. So, and there's no guarantee that would happen, obviously. But next year's a different game. I also think Huke is, like, he's just such a great personality. I was going to say person, which I think was also fair, but like he fits,
a great person.
Like, you know, yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, he just fits the mold of what OpTic need and what they want, like, so well. Like, if you want Huke to run this podcast, if you want Huke to, I don't know, run the AR for whatever reason, because you need to make a substitution, or the game is like 4 ARs or something. It's like when Pred was there and he didn't want to swap to the AR or whatever. And it's like, okay, like, fine, like, come on, he's Pred, like, big ego, whatever, like, respect. I kind of respect players that have like an ego like that because they know they're good. But equally, Huke's never going to be that guy. And whatever happens on your team, you can always rely on Huke doing everything in his power to make it work.
100%.
And that's true of content as well. And that's another thing that's relevant for OpTic. Like, I don't know how, you know, HyDra, whatever you think about, I think HyDra's great. He's obviously a phenomenal player. whenever I've chatted to him, he's been really friendly and everything. But like, he does have this reputation as a bit of a diva of a player, which I think is probably fair given how good he is. So, you have to consider that as well when you bring him in, that you are bringing in another player who has the potential to be a bit of a diva onto the team, which just creates a level of risk, right? Like you never know how the chemistry is going to work out there. So, I think it's very logical to keep Huke. I think if I was in Hex's shoes, this is the decision that I would have made as well. Although I don't think it's super simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those situations. I keep saying it every fucking Rostermania show. Kyler is great. He did absolutely nothing to get dropped. People just think HyDra is one of the best players in the world. Even there's a clip. Shotzi thinks HyDra is. It's just Shotzi is also one of the people who is probably gassed HyDra than any other player. I don't ever hear Shotzi gas Simp. He was like, who are the top? I think what's his name? Sudi asked him who are the top 3 subs. He was like Kyler, HyDra, and Simp, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
He thinks HyDra is insane, so it just makes sense. People think HyDra should join the team. I think everything you said about Kyler is just facts. Like, he's just now, he wasn't always like this, but now that he's probably one of the highest IQ, best teammates, best comms, like he has developed into this, and I feel like, I mean, he is huge for this team. He is huge for this team. He's the hardest work. I don't care what anybody says. From what I see, he's the hardest worker in the league. He's on the game all day, all fucking day. He is shooting bots all day. And his fucking 11th year of competitive gaming. He fucking went pro in 2015 with me. He is literally still fucking grinding and going hard. He did nothing wrong this year. He had a great year. So I'm happy that he's not getting dropped. It was just, there's HyDra on the market. Shotzi loves HyDra. The fans love HyDra. HyDra is, a great player. So people, it's fine. I don't think honestly, just knowing how he is, I don't even think this situation will motivate him or affect him in any way. He probably just literally doesn't give a flying fuck at all. So I think it's fine, and I think he'll be fine next year as well.
I don't really have anything else to say on that. You know my Huke prop all year.
Yeah.
My Huke prop's been going insane all year. So if I carry on, people are going to say that I'm a fanboy.
Right, that. All right, I mean, good. So, look, OpTic stick it out. They run it back as their team going into next season. Does any other team stick it out? I think that's the next question, because we know that Scrap and HyDra, those are the key players on the market. Now, you would presume that if HyDra doesn't go to OpTic, he ends up on Paris. But it might not be so simple, because there was talk that Paris, their first target is to try and go and get Scrap, because they've got a great sub. As much as they'd love to have HyDra, they've got Joe Deceives already. They've currently not got an AR. I mean, they might have Sib still, but the rumor is that Sib's going to be moving on. Ghosty's a free agent. So it makes sense that Paris would go pretty hard to try and get Scrap on the team. There's also been talk from Formal that he thinks Scrap and HyDra still want to be a team of 2, wherever that might be. Of course, there's 3 options. Well, maybe even say 4 options. One of which is to go back to Thieves. But to me, going back to Thieves is quite illogical, because I can't imagine that Scrap and HyDra would want to run it back with the same team.
No.
But if you're Thieves, you've got a Beezy and Neum under contract. You really want to buy them out of that contract to drop them and then sign somebody else, and then also pay all the money it's going to take to keep Scrap and HyDra.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be too much. Maybe you can keep one of them, but I think it's doubtful. So you have 3 other options. At Paris, which is probably the most logical, because they've got money to spend. They nearly got them before when it was Los Angeles Guerrillas mates. Thieves had to swoop in and give them a better offer to get them there. And you've already got Joe Deceives, and the rest of the roster is basically a blank slate, and you've got an insane fan base. That's tempting. The other option, I guess, is you can't rule out the Falcons, because obviously they're going to be trying to have the conversation as much as they might say otherwise. Talk about that in a second. And then the other thing, of course, is FaZe, because FaZe won champs, but they lost the World Cup and they got battered by OpTic at the World Cup. So, and they had a great year, don't get me wrong. But as we said with OpTic, when you've got Scrap and HyDra on the market to conversation, last year or 2 years ago when OpTic won champs and then didn't win the World Cup, they didn't make a change, but probably should have done. So that leaves them in a kind of an interesting spot. But the Simp rumors have started to emerge. People think he might be gettable, but if he is gettable, you're going to need to like bring the whole coaching staff with him or something, which to me sounds quite implausible. So I just don't really see Simp leaving FaZe. But could I see Scrap potentially coming into FaZe, maybe playing with Draz? I don't know. I could see it personally. I know that as much as people are like, there's no way they would ever play with one another. I could see why both parties would be interested. I just think if I know that OpTic are staying the same, it's like, okay, I know that OpTic team. I know what they're good at. I know what they're bad at. I know where the weaknesses are. Like, let me try and form a team to beat that next year.
I mean, like you said, there's realistically only a few spots they go. It's a very expensive duo you're picking up if you do pick up the pair. If I'm gonna take a wild guess, Rab Don, you're looking at $1 million for both.
Yeah.
And that's just salary. We ain't talking signing bonus. You know those signing bonuses can happen too if a player goes for free, especially of this caliber. Which could even be an extra 20-30K done. You know, it's whatever they want to ask for. They kind of got. Could be anything.
Yeah.
But they've kind of they. It's either they're gonna get what they want done, or they're gonna be like shit. Like these orgs ain't actually offering what we think they would have offered, and then it gets a little bit sticky because let's say Gentlemates don't only want to give them 300K each, which is still a crazy number, but they know they're worth more. You know, it's like, what do we do in that situation? Do they want to go over there? Dan Ghostie's still on the market, which is still a hefty player. He's probably the best AR on the market, and in theory as well. You know, you've got Scrap on the market, but Dan Ghostie's still floating around, and I haven't heard about him. So, is there a chance he goes back to Gentlemates too? If they need an AR
not
player?
If they get these players.
You know what I'm saying as well? Like, everyone thinking Thieves because it's just an easy layup for him, which could be an option too. But sticking with Scrap and HyDra, you know, there was a couple talks of FaZe. You know, even Ghost of Hope Rab, sometimes he's very off too. You know, we've
likes
seen
to
some
jump
of
the
his
gun sometimes for sure.
Yeah, you know his when you see a Ghost of Hope thing where it says potentially exploring options, Simp probably text Ernie being like, "Yo, you're FA,"
Yeah.
And you know that's exploring options to a couple of these guys. I think another interesting aspect of it all is maybe HyDra did want OpTic over Gentlemates, and then thought he was going to be able to get OpTic based on previous seasons as well. Now I'm just assuming
100%.
here. I'm just assuming here maybe OpTic was HyDra's destination of choice. That's where he wanted to go. Obviously, without inquiring or anything like that, he thought it was just going to be a quick trade with Huke wherever done. You know, quick in and out option, and he thought he could just be on OpTic like before. Obviously, that's not the case, and I kind of knew that wasn't going to be the case because OpTic had a very dominant year in retrospect. So. Yeah. You know, it's kind of a weird one now. Maybe HyDra did want OpTic. Obviously, everyone wants OpTic. Scrap's kind of like, yeah, well, you know, we'll see what's going on. Now it's up to Gentlemates because realistically, Gentlemates would want both of them. But it's all if Gentlemates. We know they've got money, but how much money do they actually have to get these two? Because it's not going to be a 1-year deal. It's going to be a 2+1 if I'm not mistaken.
They would want to do that. That's probably what Joe's on.
This deal, in my opinion, Don, with 2+1 would probably cost them near 3 mil, maybe.
Yeah, it'd be a serious deal.
Yeah,
for both of them.
Yeah.
Just buy out one of them.
I think the Gentlemates are trying to go rogue. I mean, they definitely got money on. They just threw a fucking however $1 million event, and I just feel like I think Joe is a great piece, but I also think if respectfully, Simp, Scrappy, and HyDra all deserve more than Joe. Like, with all due respect. So, like, I feel like if they already know Joe's getting paid, they're not gonna accept some peewee ass bag. Like,
yeah.
And I think Joe is a great player, but just like I just trying to put myself in HyDra's shoes, and just off of like some things I heard, I don't think they want to play with Joe like that. So for sure, if they already like, I think this guy may be a little overrated. He might be, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not finna get paid less than him. So if HyDra and Scrap go to that team, there is no way in hell they're not getting at least 500, 450, 500. No. Yeah. They're not going to take
that's their minimum, 450, 500, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be their minimum, because then they could just say, all right, fuck it, we're going to Falcons.
Yeah, 100%. So
I mean, listen, if Falcons want to offer...
I think Gentlemates is probably most likely, because I just think Gentlemates got money on. And I think they're just going to go rogue.
And I'm taking Joe over Exness, whatever I think of Joe.
Oh, yeah. Joe's a great player. I mean, he just hasn't won. So from other people's perspective, is it just going to be like, is he really like that? Which is true. I mean, it's the same shit Steve be saying. When these guys are, every time I play this Joe to see this guy on Sunday, I'm slamming him. Which is true. In the Sunday series. Yeah, it's a fair take for players to think that. So yeah, for sure. They're gonna get paid. They're gonna get paid if they go to Gentlemates.
I wonder what Gentlemates are paying Joe then, because you don't want to hamstring yourself by paying Joe too much.
Probably. They also I think Joe's getting around 4.
Yeah.
You think Joe's getting around 4?
Yes.
So we got to pay the boys at least 550.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think Joe's getting paid that much. I know
Joe's getting paid. But he would have been a free agent, and he signed a fucking. Yeah. He signed his life away, bro.
He didn't have a choice.
What you mean? If you get bought out, you don't have to re-sign.
No, but I'm saying Gentlemates bought his well, no, but they bought his.
He bought his contract out and then re-signed. That's what I'm saying.
They gave him a long-term deal. Yeah.
They gave him a new contract. They could have bought his.
I just thought they had him on the.
Nah, because look, if they just bought his contract out and he had his old Toronto contract, then he would be a free agent right now. They bought him out.
They definitely gave him a new contract. I just thought he already signed it. He signed a 2-year.
No, he probably did sign a 2-year, but I'm saying it's close around 4. He was playing to get a big bag. That was his goal.
It makes sense.
He got a big bag contract. Joe was getting paid. Mind you, his ass was on that watch party all day. They having him do overtime.
They're definitely on content watch for him.
Yeah, they making him work for sure.
He can't say no. I think I was on the phone with him. Like, I can't. It was after EWC. They made him stay in Paris. Well, not made him stay, but you know what I'm saying. He stayed in Paris an extra week to do some content.
Right, there you go. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't disagree. Paris they obviously got money on to spend. How far they go with it, that remains to be seen. How interested Falcons get, because I know there's their social media guy doing this tweet, but like I'd be shocked if Falcons don't at least try to get involved, especially because there are rumors that they're not looking to bring back a Luka. I don't know what you think about this, Trey, but there's been talk that it's certainly not like their primary plan to bring a Luka back. They might do it, but they might not. Maybe FaZe have another idea. I don't know. But to me, it seems interesting.
What I heard was they did want a Luka back. But obviously with the players on the market, they're going to try that. They're going to try their
time a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like...
Try and get
listen, a Luka's still a FaZe player. I don't know what his buyout is. He might not even have a buyout. Maybe the buyout is a little bit too much for... and people are going to say too much for Falcons. Falcons still have budgets. And also they're not going to overpay for a player, especially, let's say...
Yeah,
let's say tax. Yeah. Let's say if Simp's a free agent next year, they're not going to overpay and over salary a player that can be replaced next year by someone else.
Yeah.
So, you've also got to look at it that way. From what I heard, Luka did want Falcons did want a Luka back, but obviously he's a FaZe player, and it just takes a little bit of time Scrap's on the market, HyDra on the market. They're going to try their luck with them. I'm going to assume as soon as they say no or yes or whatever the outcome is, Aluka will either be back on Falcons or, there was worst comes to worst, they try and implement him in FaZe if they have a bad start to the year and he's just on the sidelines on the bench. But FaZe don't have to sell him.
No, they don't.
It's pretty crazy though, like for DeLuca not to get a, not to get a starting spot. Obviously he's under contract, so it is what it is. But like he just popped off.
This is his thing as well. Is that a lot of people have seen what he's got and what he possesses, but where does he fit in these rosters right now? Aluka doesn't want to go to a bum CDL team.
Yeah,
because he's better than that. He just got, what was it, top 3, top whatever at champs, and you know what I'm saying? Like
top 3 and 4, yep.
Like Don, he's got it. Like he's very good. He's not. If FaZe don't want to sell him, he doesn't have to say, "Hey, let me go. I want to go play for G2." No, you're gonna want to sit there and try and get on it. He might even think Falcons is a destination for him because he just finished very strongly with them, and they want to work together as a team. But yeah, from what I heard, Falcons want Aluka back, or the players want Aluka back, but obviously Scrap and HyDra on the market, so we got to see what happens with them first.
Yeah.
But if I was a betting man, Scrap or HyDra ain't going to the Falcons.
You think Exnit's going to stay for sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Sorry, there's not much to that. Yeah, I just think he's staying.
No, it's fair enough though, because like
I think he stays until the God Squad can be formed.
Yeah.
I think they see how this year. Pretty much, this is what I think. I think after this year, I think we see a Simp to Falcons, and then the God Squad's formed. Like the Avengers Endgame type shit.
Right. Yeah. Okay. They piddle around top 4, top 6, top 3 for the year, and then they go crazy. Because of course, Falcons are going to have this conversation. The special source comes out of CDL Arabic and tells us that the Riyadh Falcons has talked to Simp, but he said he ain't playing unless they kick out Exnit. Which
that's also false.
I don't see how this is true. Like I could see, you could see these things being true, but I don't understand. I don't imagine this is like a real leak. But go on, Trey.
Well, not to go too crazy with everything that I've heard, but I don't even think Simp talked to Falcons.
Ronnie said he didn't talk to them, to be fair.
From what I know, there was supposed to be some sort of talk, some meeting, but it didn't go ahead.
Right, well there you go. I mean, MS Dossery, their chairman, he did say all this is bullshit. We didn't say it like that. He said, God willing, everything was a lie. We're working internally to achieve a better season. Thanks for the continued support. All the news in the past period was not true. Fake news, baby, fake news. So, yeah, let's see. Falcons are denying that, because there was rumors of the contracts that, because what Zuba kind of said that Simp would be getting paid $900K or something, which to be fair, that probably would have to be the figure because Cell's on 750.
It would have to be a mil for Simp.
It would have to be a mil, yeah.
It would. He would be. In my opinion, he would be the first $1 million signed contract pro player.
I want to know what Scump was on. Obviously not that, but when you consider contract salary and shit as well.
Well, unfortunately for Scump, he had he was in the time of player. Was it salary caps?
Yeah, well that's true actually. Yeah, we need that. But I feel like OpTic used to do this thing where they'd give Scump the salary, but then they'd give him the rest of his salary as a content salary or something. I don't know if that's actually how it works.
I mean, even Scump being on however much, at that point was crazy because just in not crazy because it's Scump. I'm just saying there were some players making 3,000 and Scump just blew him out the water, and that's fair. That's Scump. You know what I'm saying? It's just I think it's crazy that Scump being as big as he is. Imagine him right now, CDL wise, with Falcons in here. That's a $3 million contract right there and then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think that's. I think you can put that. I think you put that in perspective. There's those websites where it's inflation tax or something like that, where you like put in a year and you added that amount of money and it tells you what it is in 2026. Like that's probably what would appear for Scump's salary if he joined the Falcons.
Yeah, I mean that would be a timeline and a half. But yeah, look, that's what the Falcons have to say about it anyway. Yeah, I think we kind of talked about this a little bit. The other talk about, as Ronnie said a few days ago, that Gentlemates are definitely interested in getting Simp. Like, what do you think about this whole coaching staff situation? Because obviously Simp is very much big fan of Crowder, RJ, and then of course they got Fish over there, Matt Fisher, who's like their performance guy. There's just been this talk floating around that if you're going to get Simp, you've also got to buy those boys out of FaZe and somehow bring him over to FaZe or to Paris or to Falcons or whatever. But I mean, that's just so much upheaval, right? Like, especially for Falcons. It's Simp. But if you're going to tell me that, like, okay, I've got to get rid of Clay, I've got to get rid of these other guys, I've got to get rid of Exnit. Like, it's a lot of moving parts to make that happen. So I don't know how likely that would be done.
He could just be looking out. I mean, well, he definitely is looking out, getting their names in the mix, try to get their bags up in the mix, you know, because that's good, bro. Having like a system, they obviously, Simp is the heart and soul of their system, obviously. So like, if he wants to do something, they're gonna do everything in their power to support him, and it's just why not keep the people that have supported me the whole time. So I think it's smart. Clearly, you can see, hey, coaching staffs do matter a little bit. They matter a little bit in COD, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, I think I went into their room, obviously the shit where I crashed out on the Sunday, etc. But like when I went into their PPA, they were locked. They were in war. That was one of the most intense like scrim rooms I've ever been a part of. My shit was never that intense. They were going fucking crazy. So they obviously know what they're doing. They know how to get better. They know how to research other teams and do what it takes to win. So why not keep them? Why not keep them? They win more than any. Who's the winningest coaching staffs is probably them. You know, obviously Damon and JP and like what Troy
Sender and Shane. Yeah.
Sender. Yeah. Besides that, I mean, not really anyone else wins that much. So
I think it's also like more like a comfortability factor too.
Yeah.
If Simp is gonna change orgs, change his whole team up, why not keep some comfortability factor that he knows works well with him?
Yeah.
And it's not like, you know, if realistically, Don, if you're going for Simp, whatever he wants, he's gonna bring with him. Like that's pretty much how it goes. You want Simp? All right, what do we need to do to bring you over, Chris? Oh, I need everyone. I want everyone. All right, bet that done deal. It's the same. There's a few players in the league that could demand that and get that, and I think Simp is one of them.
All right, the final team we're going to talk about before we run through and make up some roster predictions here with some of these teams. There's this talk about Surge, what Surge are cooking up. Ronnie put this article together. He says they're looking to bring Skies in potentially alongside Sib and Pred as a duo, which would effectively run it back to how we saw back in the day. It's be interesting if this happens, because obviously Pred's had a difficult year on the Falcons, not played especially well. There's been a bit of turmoil. He ends up out of there. You know, whether Falcons was a golden ticket or whatever, he probably ain't getting paid that again, wherever he goes next. And Surge, apparently they've got some more money. I don't really know where it's coming from. I don't know if it's not. I don't think it's a lot more. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Trey. Like,
I think it's in the ballpark of, if I was to take a random guess, of like 85 to maybe like 120.
Right. Okay. So like,
I don't think they've got. I don't like their bump up in salary is just probably 30, 40K what they were paying their minimum wage team last year. If I was to take a random guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking too, because it's kind of doubtful they go from paying, let's say they were paying 50K to the players. I don't know what it was. It might have been lower because they can do that now. But I don't think they were quite Cloud9 levels.
Yeah, it was 50.
Okay, yeah. Let's say it's 50. I don't feel like that. You know, that ain't going up to 300, right? So
no.
It's probably doubling at like max, which is.
I think they could push an extra like 15, 20 for like the superstars like Pred and Simp.
Exactly, yeah. Which is like, you know,
like,
it's
I
okay.
mean, like it's crazy though, because like you hear like the other contracts of like, you know, 400-500K for Pred on Falcons. You know, obviously Sib was getting paid nicely on New York and Gentlemates, and then it's like, yeah, blockbuster move for Surge. They're bringing back, you know, Pred and Sib. It's like, damn. Like, even they're probably like, shit, like, whoa, hang on a minute. Where's all the bread gone?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree. What do you think about this one, Don?
I like that. I like AG and Dante. I mean, outside the top four, obviously, you know, throughout the season, these guys might have some ups and downs, and
for sure, there's gonna be some ups and downs.
There's gonna be some ups and downs. They might lose to some teams that they're not supposed to lose to, but they can make a team based around those two to at least, you know, fuck shit up. You know, beat FaZe, beat OpTic, you know.
The shit they did back in the day in this picture.
Yeah, the shit they can definitely do that again and, you know, place top 4, stuff like that. I just really feel like they need to round out the roster and the system, and they shouldn't try to replicate exactly what they did back in the day. Like, I don't think they should get Caesar. Not saying that Caesar is bad. I think Caesar will be better at the next game. I just don't think. I mean, I guess he did team with Dante and it worked out.
Yeah.
And HyDra for Pred. Pred's got to run around and act crazy. I just feel like I feel like you should get another AR player to get kills, and I feel like you should maybe take a chance with a sub player as well, like to just run around, because I don't know. I don't think they should try to make, you know, the exact same formula they had in fucking Modern Warfare 2. Maybe it could work. But I think, you know, maybe Ethan, DK, something. I think they need to get someone that they haven't played with. You know, sometimes just playing with
a bit of motivation.
Yeah, playing with people you play with over and over and over. A bit of passion. I just don't. Yeah. And like I said, I know. My bad. I know Caesar will be much better at the next game. I honestly think him and Insight will be much better. It's just, I don't know. I don't think even Dante started playing like kind of shitty, and I love Dante. I think Dante's great. I just feel like we need some sort of risk to take on this squad.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think we've also got to talk about, well, not even talk about, just, you know, think about on the side that a new org is coming in. M80, that could also do a little bit. I don't think they're going to, you know, be paying amazing salaries off the bat. I think that would be kind of stupid for them. They're going to want to feel out the league, see what's going on. But maybe if M80 do come in, this could be a good opportunity for them to pick up some. I mean, in theory, you know, Pred and Sib are superstar players. You know, Pred is a world champion. Sib is a very, very good player. Sib's won events before. And, you know, maybe M80 come in and do a little damage with a decent team.
Well, that's what I'm wondering is, like, what kind of... I mean, I'm just thinking if I'm Pred, I'm thinking, okay, well, like, who's going to give me the biggest back? I know it's not going to be a Falcons back, but, you know, what could I get? And... if the Surge offer is like 100, 120, then it's like, okay, is anyone else going to give me more than that? Like, maybe, and who's going to be interested enough to do that? Maybe M80 could shake it up a little bit. Like, I think that'd be a cool org to see somebody like Slasher go over there and help with. I'm just thinking about it because it's the Boston thing. It's the only, you know, I got it in my head a little bit. You know, I'm still going to be supporting Boston in their new era, for sure. Because M80 are a Boston-based org as well, so it actually makes a ton of sense.
You're always going to support Boston rap.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is. I can't help myself. They bring back Snoopy. Get Snoopy in, get Slasher to coach Snoopy. It's gonna be a masterclass. But yeah, I think this all can potentially do something kind of interesting. Like, once the big dogs settle down, like they could. I mean, look, Gentlemates, they came into the scene to buy out LAG, and they became the Los Angeles Guerrillas mates, and they nearly got Scrap and HyDra. They were close to getting that deal signed, but Thieves were just a little bit more convincing. So not to say that M80 couldn't get involved, and they're a reputable org. They've been around for a good few years. Thanks, Ivan, for the 20. What's up, fellas? Love the show. Do you think there are any changes coming to champs? I mean, playing the whole year, scrimming all day just to be double rounded is crazy. Maybe more like EWC, win 2 before losing 2. I don't think they're going to change champs because it's effectively playoffs. But I mean, back in the day when you guys were playing champs, like that was proper champs, like 32 team tournament, like begins on the. But even then, you like as much as you talk about changes to champs, the format used to be so cheese. Like OpTic went out top 24. They literally lost 1 series to the eventual champions, but they went out because it was a 3-way tie at 2-1, and they were the second of the 3 tied teams, so they went home top 24. So like, I'm not saying that it has to be one or the other, but I'm saying that every format has its pros and its cons.
Right.
But anyway, final thoughts on like the roster situation for this one, Trey, like Pred, M80, what M80 might do. Because you brought them up first.
Yeah, I just think if you're M80, you don't want to start off with a terrible roster. And I think if you look at Surge going in for these guys, I think, right, what's my budget? How much have I got? I think if you can get Pred and Sib for like 100 to 120k each, I think that's a no-brainer in my opinion. You just got to make sure that they're lined up with passion. You know, Don, they've been doing it for a while now, and you've heard some roster stuff even with Neptune and stuff like that. I just think you get in some younger talent because we really haven't been seeing any more like crazy challenger players come in, and maybe it is time we get some UK players back in the mix.
I like that.
The issue is a lot of orgs don't like paying for visas, which is fair enough, whatever, but I think if you're trying to field a competitive roster this year, I feel like we're kind of running low on, CDL talent in that aspect, Don. I feel like there's some players that have run their course, and why not bring in players like Ethan, like DK? Yep. I even like that roster that someone put in there: Pred, Sib, Estru. That could be a decent 3. It could be a very good 3, and then you pair them up with a good AR. Done and dusted, like you said as well. Don Skies would be a very good AR or a better AR than he was this year in the next game. But I also don't see him playing with Pred and Sid. Maybe that's not the players he needs around him, and vice versa.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is gonna be weird. I mean, it really depends on who wants to play with each other. But yeah, I mean, if I'm these players, especially on these bottom tier teams, play with someone that you never played with before, man. I mean, you never know. It's not really that hard to be friendly, make some new friends, bring the UK guys. And I think DK, like for an AR, like he doesn't play like, I just know his play style is going to work in the league. I mean, he plays like a traditional AR. You know what I'm saying? You fucking hold your iron, go to your spots. He plays like an AR. I don't see how he could go to the league and just be shit because he also plays smart. So for these bottom tier teams, you just need an AR player. Yeah, I don't want to take a supreme risk because I think maybe if this player is complete shit, it's all going downhill. I just think DK, there's no way DK will be complete shit. Maybe he's not the world's greatest, but like I think he's a player that can at least drop a 1.0. And that's really all you need if you're an AR, is to at least drop 1.0s. Half the ARs in the league last year were like, brother, just go even. Like, just give us something to work with. Like, I think there's players and challengers, EU challengers, even, Cammy obviously plays in NA, but he's EU. Like, can at least give you something different, something different. So yeah, definitely look into challengers. Play with some people that you haven't played with before.
Even Dane talk about F-Dot. F-Dot's a solid player. There's a lot of solid players in challengers. The issue is in EU challenges in specific. But the thing is that you can't try them out because they're in Europe. That's the worst thing about it.
Yeah.
You can't even give them like a run. You can't even like Dom when players try out after majors and stuff like that. They don't even get a look in because it's in, they don't live there. It takes a while. Someone said even about Lurks. Yeah, Lurks would be a great player to go into a roster. Does he get in one of these rosters? 100%. We're going to shout out Hard Piece 93 as well. Top 10 players for the $10. He said top 10 players in the CDL are top 10, but the next 10 are in challenges. CDL is full of shitters.
Thanks for 10. It's good super chat. We like that.
Hey, we love a good hate chat.
We love that.
But yeah, the biggest issue is you can't try out the UK talent or the EU talent because, Don, what if they're good? Guess what? They can't even play anyway. They don't have a visa. That takes a few months. That takes
especially
a month.
mid-season. They're like, we don't got no time. We get an NA player. Yeah.
But also it means those guys get recycled so much. I would just say I want a rating on this tweet. Aspect, of course, teammates on the OMIT team with DK and Ethan and Denza, who's now retired again for the 16th time. But Aspect says, I won Major Foreign Champs back-to-back this year, also won 2 Elites in Europe. It should hold some weight as we've been on par, if not the better region. If anyone did that in a season in NA at the age of 21, they'd all be snapped up in the league. I'm hoping my region doesn't restrict that from happening for me. DM me or Ruffy, he says. Which I kind of respect, like, the level of just, like, I don't know, he just kind of put his dick on the table.
It's real, it's true.
Yeah, exactly. I respect it. It's just a player in his position, it's tough, right? Because he's not the star of the team. But yet he's had a lot of success. So, like, I kind of rate the tweet because, like, he's trying something different to get picked up, which is just, like, say you're the GOAT in the tweet, because most players don't do this. Be like, well, if I was doing this in the States, I'd be snapped up for sure. I'm like, I don't know if you would, but I'll take it.
Yeah, it's debatable. It's simply, bro, look at
now.
I think it's debatable because look at, bro, I don't think Exceed in them won back-to-back in the championship, but like they were going crazy, and then all the stars get picked up. When Exceed and Brack, I think they won with Joe, Crimp, Ace. Every time they won, it was always the guy who was the best guy. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe DeCease went to go play with Exceed and Challengers, got picked up. Crimp was on that shit, world starring, got insta picked up. Ace would go down Challengers, win with Exceed, insta picked up. Pro Loop. Everyone I've coached has gone to the except Pro Loop because he's the Denza.
Yeah,
he's the you know what I'm saying? Once you're in that role, that's why winning in Challengers, to be honest, and people are like, oh, that's an L coach. Why does Tim have this mind? It's not. I don't preach that mindset to my players at all. I preach everybody eats, because if everybody eats, whoever shines. You know what I'm saying? Whoever just shows out, and gets the opportunity, they get it. And it's easier to play better individually when your team is playing for the win. So I preach play for the win. But a lot of times in Challengers, winning don't mean shit. It doesn't. Winning in Challengers, it really don't mean shit. Like Neum and Kips, they got top 4, then went pro. That was done. That was done and dusted. They didn't win shit in Challengers. The 3 best people from Challengers this year are Neum, Kips, and Aluka. None of them won a fucking thing. It doesn't matter. Like, no one gives a fuck. Honestly,
Aluka won the hearts of everyone on that Saturday. That's for sure.
And mind you, Aluka won a Challengers Cup.
That Challengers Cup, it wouldn't have mattered because he was still on a generational run. If he'd have lost that finals, it wouldn't have mattered.
No one gave a fuck that he won the Challengers Cup. They gave a fuck that he was like 50 and 17.
Someone put in the chat, but Temp, that's because you guys put Exceed on Burger King card and derailed his career for 5 years.
It wasn't 5 years ago.
I didn't do shit.
Don didn't do shit anyway.
Don weren't it.
Yeah, Don weren't it, first of all.
Yeah, what the fuck? What the hell did I do? And that's not how it worked. No one cared. Like, what? No one derailed his career. He was playing like shit.
Yeah, he gets the Burger King. It is.
He still got picked up. Like, what?
Yeah, he did. He came back.
Wait, doesn't Simp have a Burger King card?
It's the Five Guys card, bro. It's Five Guys card.
I mean, same. You know what I'm saying? Like, what card does? Yeah, you think?
At the end of the day, in Challengers, you gotta be cracked, bro. Like,
there was a time Lion Man was ruining careers, but I think we've looked past that now.
Yeah.
Do y'all know that Snoopy and Beans, they got top 12? No, y'all probably don't, because no one gives a fuck. I still think Beans should get picked up and Snoopy should probably get picked up. But they got top 12 at fucking Atlanta. No one cares. Like, your Challengers placings, they don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, there's not a great correlation. That is fair.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. All right, so that's the situation as it stands. I guess there's one quick final thing, because Shotzi said that, where's Tej going? Fries in the bag, he says. Should I play the clip, actually? I might be able to play the clip.
Wait, who said that?
Well, I've actually not listened to this yet. I've just seen
who said that? You said Shotzi said that?
I don't know, actually. Let me play it.
Bro. That's the real question, chat.
Yeah, same.
That team is insane.
Yeah.
That team is fucking insane.
Or if just Scrap goes to phase 2, like...
Abuza and 04 are gonna be, like, guaranteed.
Where the fuck is he going?
Thieves or Gentlemates, probably. Yeah.
Fries in the bag. Hey, bro, I've been to listen. I've been telling these guys, bro.
Disgusting.
They don't listen.
That's not a bad team at all.
Disgusting team.
All right, so I think you read it from the chat.
Yeah, no, sweetie, I can't
But he did say fries in the bag. I've been telling these guys. So yeah, I mean, look, TJ obviously had a difficult end to the year. I don't know if he comes back again. He did a tweet actually, didn't he?
Become though, Rab?
Oh, what was that?
Breaking point. We've become like a kind of like the home for the retirees for good people on content.
You might
maybe
be
Tej
right,
comes
bro.
up. Maybe Tej rolls true.
T's coming in. I think he's got one more in him. He's the cockroach, bro. You can't get rid of him.
I don't think you'd show up on time.
Nah.
I could not see Tej doing content, bro.
Wait, he didn't even have his webcam on for half the year of a CDL.
Yeah,
so
no, Tej, nah.
T's got it, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope my boy T, he good.
He good?
I feel like T's gotta start focusing on the adult life, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to focus on the adult life while you're playing, bro.
I hear that.
No, he's gotta get his adult life together. Get some women. Get something.
Oh yeah, that was
gym.
the suggestion. Yeah, I heard you've been suggesting that for a few players.
Yeah, bro, you're fucking, bro. Oh yeah, he's the same age as me. We're a week apart. We're 27, bro. Like, we're 27. Like, we gotta lock in. Unless you're Brandon Dashy,
a lot
like,
of these players need to just
Shit,
shave. A lot of these players need to shave the beard off. I'm telling you, they'll play better.
Interesting.
I'm telling you, I was saying that to Ben for so long. Shave the beard off, you'll go back to Splice Ben, and he never did.
Right.
The beard is listen.
The
Some
beard is the
people
killer,
can't play.
you
With, some people can't play with the beard. It's just how it is. TJ needs to get rid of the beard.
I actually fuck with that. Get rid of the beard.
That double
Maybe
chin, listen,
maybe a little
bro, once
buzz
you get
cut,
that big-
little aerodynamic.
Once you get that
Done it.
big, it's done, twin.
Don't. It ain't even about that, bro. You need to start moving on the map.
That
Get
double
rid of
chin,
the
that double
beard.
chin finna bust out, twin. He can't cut it.
Yo,
Done.
We're in the gym,
when I
buddy.
look in the mirror, and I look old, I have to have a shave.
Oh, I like that. Stay looking
Well,
like
I
a
clean
passport
shave every
photo.
day. Yeah, exactly, bro.
Hell yeah. John Carlos says, if we see TJ on a team next year, I better see Don make a comeback. For the 5.
Tej was worse than me. Like I probably could have been better than Tej at this last game with like minimal pride. He was actually legit awful, but like that's my boy Terry, man. He should figure out what he want to do. But like I said, bro, like live life, bro. Like you gotta think about it. This guy's been literally on the game since fucking Black Ops 1.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like go like you should go outside do something,
That's
bro.
what look. Willie says that's why Merc struggled when he had his mustache started growing. I agree, Trey. Thank you. Bossman
shit,
Motor
that's
says
a good
TJ
point.
make Dashy look 21. TJ does look like the oldest player in the league.
Bro,
What,
he
he's
can't
got-
cut it. He's too
Jesus.
chunky now. Once you chunky, you gotta hit the beard, man. Or you're just gonna look like a round mound. Like you can go clean shaven because you got a jawline. So you can't go clean shaven. If you go clean shaven, no jawline, it's just GG's.
Yeah, it might be over. Tej was
It's
the
over
Burger
with.
King for the World Cup, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering.
Never mind this Jova.
Hashtag BK, hashtag Whopper are the official hashtags. If you want to add another one, I do have editing privileges to add more hashtags. We're going to leave it at that. Yeah, a little. It's a tough one out of Tej. I mean, it's a tough one for Tej. You know, S&D Pioneer, he 0.47 in search. Like, he was a rough tourney, you know. It's tough. It's tough. Obviously, he was representing Boston, my org, but wasn't to be this time. All right, let's build a few rosters. We're here on rostermania.com, powered by the stats are from breakingpoint.gg, so also check out Breaking Point. Thanks to Juan, who also keeps this website up to date. We don't have to spend too long on this, but we'll spend maybe 20 minutes or so talking about what some of the rosters could or could not be. You guys in the chat, feel free to give us suggestions on what you would do with these teams. We'll make a couple of changes. I mean, we're pretty sure that OpTic are going to stay the same, so I reckon we can just lock that one in and say that's what it's going to be. So congrats, Shotzi, Dashi, Huke and Merc, they stay the same. How do I do this? All teams. Here we go. Back at it again. Free agents. Bosh. It's all on the screen. Okay. I mean, look. Let's have a think. Could we play around? I mean, first of all, Gentlemates, right? We've got to get rid of Ghosty. We're getting rid of Sib. I don't imagine he's going to be there. Maybe they could bring Estriel back, but I'm not so sure. I think we can bin some of these teams off. I'll bin them off. I'm going to bin off Boston. Bin off Surge.
Oh, yeah.
Bin off Cloud.
You want to just do like
Afro's a free agent.
6?
Yeah, I like Afro.
Afro's a free agent. I feel like he'll find a spot. See him tweet out free agent.
People are saying scrap for a boozer. Damn. Oh, it just swaps them. That's kind of cool. You think they could do that as the only change? You think they get just scrap?
It's like the only way Scrap would do that is if Simp resigns.
Yeah, well, yeah, for sure.
Also, it's like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Abuza was like pretty fucking good this year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Abuza was definitely better than Jazza this year.
I think Abuza was in like 3 or 4 of my top 5s this year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Abuza was good.
I don't think Scrap is better than Abuza, but I think Abuza works in this team better than Scraps would, in my opinion. That's my opinion. Like, even if you look at, I don't know if you guys checked Abuza's overload, but like that was incredible.
He was going crazy in overload, yeah. But I do rate Scrap enough that I think he could work with either AR. It just, in a weird way, I just don't see them dropping Draza just because it's like...
No, they're not dropping Draza.
There's just something about... Yeah, that's the thing. There's just something about Draza and like his mentality and I don't know, like... OpTic CEO and shit, like, I don't know. Also, imagine how fuming Draws would be if he got dropped for a scrap. Oh, he'd be fuming. Keeks would be fuming.
Listen, I'm down to just whack a Gentlemates roster with Scrap and HyDra, and I think that's most likely going to happen.
Yeah,
I think that's most likely.
Down to send
I do too.
So Scrap, HyDra, Joe. We need one. I'm not putting Simp in there.
No. We need an AR player.
We need an AR. Am I bringing Ghosty back?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think, not with HyDra on the team.
Not with Scrappy on the team either.
Oh, yeah, they both don't like him, you think?
Yeah, hell no.
Do you reckon they just get another sub player and try and make him play AR?
I mean, maybe. Like, they also could wait until, like, we see what the game is like. But, like, you never know what the meta's going to be, is the thing. Like, even if the game
they could even get a Luca themselves, realistically.
They could go get
a Luca. If they can't get Simp and you was about to buy out him and the coaching staff and give him money, you might as well try to buy out Kips or Luca, one of the two.
Oh, Kips is unbuyable from what I heard.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, shit. If he was trying to buy Simp and the coaching staff, that means they got at least $1 million on it.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna take some. They ain't gonna buy Kips out. Some.
Luca's an interesting shout though.
I feel like you're not gonna use, like, realistically, Kips isn't worth X amount.
Yeah, he's not worth that much. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking through AR.
I mean, Renkor's a free agent, but do I see
Renkor is free?
Do I see Renkor playing with him?
Nah.
I don't see that either.
I could also just see them stacking dog. I could also see them stacking some talent over there. Maybe like shit. Maybe
I'm gonna be honest. Realistically, and if they can't get any of those ARs, they probably would keep Dante.
Yeah, I mean, do you think, like, I'm just thinking Joe Deceives, he played with Nasty on that Thieves team. You think he'd give Byron a shout? You don't think so? I also don't think so, but, like, if he was a bit better at the end of this year, maybe Nasty could have made it happen.
Maybe a Luca. Because I don't have to buy anyone out from HyDra.
Yeah,
or
true,
Scrap.
I guess.
But I feel like Scrap would want to play with someone that he's like, you know what I'm saying?
I
I
feel
think
like,
Scrap will play with Luca.
yeah, I feel like they're going to get rid of Sib because otherwise they wouldn't have talked. Like, Sib wouldn't. I don't know. The fact
No, they
that
want to
Serge
get rid of
apparently-
Sib, but I'm saying if they can't get anybody, I feel like they would take Sib over Ghosty.
But who else
I'm
they're
down to
looking
put-
for?
I'm
though?
down to put a Luca there, low key.
Yeah, I'm actually. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm down for a Luca in there. I think it would be like a pretty good scout. But I feel like he's also a player that other teams should be looking at, but we'll see. Do we think FaZe make a change then if Scrap and HyDra both go? I guess we think
No.
FaZe stick it, right?
Yeah, FaZe would stick.
I
Yeah.
think FaZe and OpTic are the only two that do stick.
Yeah. Like,
gonna
I
make a
kind of
shout
hope
too.
that someone else changes because otherwise, I'm not saying it's dull, but like, I mean, come on, Miles was tweeting this is going to be the greatest Rostermania ever. You're telling me that OpTic and FaZe aren't changing. Like,
Well, everyone says that just because people are FA.
I know they love to do that, but like, come on, man.
I'm taking Thieves as well. I'm gonna go for Ghosty and Krem.
Thanks, Luke, for the 2, by the way. Why did I join and see DC on my screen with Scrap? Give us time, baby. Give us time. DCM. Sorry, Trey, say that again. Thieves.
I'd like to see Kremp land somewhere.
Oh, yeah. But like, okay, so G2, they've dropped their whole team apart from Cramp.
They could work. They could keep him and work around him. I mean, obviously, I
I
feel
could
like
buy
he
him
could
though.
stay there.
I could buy him.
People could stay there. Do I think he wants to stay there? Don? No.
Cramp on G2? No.
He like he's under contract.
I think he may be trying to get to Falcons and get that bag.
Oh,
I
yeah.
also see that too.
I mean, okay, so if Aluka leaves Falcons, Falcons are going to keep Cell, they're going to keep Xnid. You think that we keeping Kiz? We probably are.
Yeah, I think his
Not if Cramp. Not for Cramp.
Yeah,
If
I guess that's true. I guess Xnid is a sub, yeah. Okay, you know what? I can kind of see that. All right, fuck it, let's do it. We'll put Kiz on. We'll put Kremp on Falcons. They buy him out, and we need a 4th. We need like another AR.
Ghosty.
Ooh,
I could see Ghosty.
I could
On
see
Falcons.
that. Fuck it, let's lock it in.
Him and Sale would be an awkward duo.
It would
on
be a
next
bit
year's
weird,
game where
but-
there's no wall jumping, I think they'd actually work pretty well together.
I could see that. Kremp and Ghosty run it back from the Thieves days. With Cell and Xnid instead of Joe and
I can
Nasty.
see that.
Like, I could see it. I could
Maybe
see it.
Nasty on Koi this time around.
Yeah, I think Insight's not going to be there anymore. I'm gonna.
I think
throw him onto-
Nasty's probably the most likely one to go there realistically, no?
Yeah, so Clinics and Kips are definitely going to stay, and then we've got to find. Yeah, we.
I'm thinking
Abe did
Nasty
quite
and
well at
Lurks.
Champs, but yeah, I don't think they're going to.
Lurks could also go to Thieves.
Lurks?
Yeah.
You think they're
He's
going to
gonna
buy him?
Or do you reckon
No
he stays?
No way. And he got shit on at the World
You
Cup.
think you shit on too bad? Yeah, and Ravens want too much money for him.
I just feel like 100K, that shit, I mean, shit. We ain't spending no hundo for Lurks.
I don't think he'll actually go for 100 though.
We spending a good 10. Good 10 ball.
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't. At maximum, I go is 20. I said this to a couple people. I was like, Ravens asking for 100K and making it like they've got goddamn fucking the equivalent to Messi on the team. Like,
Ah, hell no.
Yeah, I hear that.
I can see Envoy going to Thieves.
I'm just like.
the issue is there's not many AR
Yeah.
players.
No, there's really not many ARs. This is where like DK actually might be cooking, Don. Like maybe DK goes to Koi or something. Maybe
I feel like DK's for sure going to Koi.
Yeah, maybe they
Yeah,
bring
he
in
could.
DK and Ethan.
Or
What if
Rencor.
he-
Rencor should also be getting offers from like G2, potentially Falcons.
You think like
I think
Thieves could
Rencor-
get Rencor?
These potentially for Renk. Yeah.
You think Rencor and Abizi on the same team?
Hey, that'd be good work. Hey,
That'd
I'm
be
just
great
saying.
work actually.
out of the
Abizi's done it
ARs
again after cooking Draza.
You said Dan would probably be like the second AR. Like, Dan to me is good with good players, but I wouldn't want to put Dan and Neum on the same team just because.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't see I don't see like the aggression and the killing with that duo. So like Rencor, if you need some killing, I feel like Rencor is probably a great option for you. He can get kills. I think it's undeniable. He did it 2 years in a row. Rookie of the year, BO6, BO7. They didn't do shit, but he got kills all year. He got second at the World Cup. They ended up making more prize money than every other team besides like the top 3. So that's fucking crazy.
A hard one too.
Yeah, I'll throw Neptune in there. I don't know if he's gonna go there, but like I want to put him somewhere decent.
Yeah. Maybe that could work. Low key. Maybe
I see Nep playing with Pred.
You do see that?
Surge?
Yeah, I see Nep with Pred.
Damn.
I don't think Nep and Sib on the same team.
Oh yeah, I don't think they really saw eye to eye.
Maybe you might be right.
Not after what I heard. I don't think they'd be teaming again.
I think they might have had a little moment, a little incident.
I think they had a big moment.
Okay, maybe it was a big moment.
Okay.
I mean, do you think Nep could end up on Falcons then? We put Kremp somewhere else?
Yeah, he could. He could end up on Falcons.
No, Nep's not joining Falcons of Exnid.
Nah, but like, okay, I think
shit, he don't got no option.
Nah,
I mean, respectfully though, if I'm anyone on Falcons, I'm literally saying no to Nep purely based on the fact that he said no before, and you done very well.
Yeah. But like they were doing well in scrims before he told them no.
Listen,
so like
Nep. Obviously, we don't know where Nep's going, or Nep doesn't have a roster right now. But like, fuck, you kind of like done that to yourself, in my opinion.
I do agree, but I don't know if I'd want to sign Nep, but I feel like I could see Falcons getting Nep just if they can't get Kremp, maybe. Because they're gonna have to. They might. I don't know. Nep wouldn't say no again. He wouldn't say no again.
I think anyone that goes to Falcons right now is just looking for the bag.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'm more inclined to put. Do we think Nasty just goes to Koi?
Is Nasty stock high right now? I feel like he didn't. He really kind of got smoked.
Nah, he did, but like, I don't really see him going anywhere else.
I mean, yeah, I guess he is a total free agent. I just wonder if, I mean, I don't know if Koi will do both DK and Ethan just because they've already got Kips. He's also kind of a rookie. But if I'm Koi, I kind of want to do that, right? Like, I kind of want to bring on the duo from Omit.
Yeah, I feel like Nasty might have to reprove himself, honestly.
If I'm Koi, I think I'd do this low-key, actually.
Nasty was on Boston. He was basically fucking just played good a couple series. Then they got Spart. He really wasn't playing that good.
I love it.
Yes. And he got blessed. He got blessed and got to champs without winning a series all year. Went to champs, played okay. Like he just, I don't know. I feel like he didn't perform with that big of a blessing. Like the reason why I think about that trade is because that's like me and Vanguard when Boston is trying to buy me out and you're trying to buy me out and just give me a free spot at champs. Like if I would have got bought out by one of you guys and played like how Nasty did, that would have been fucking. You would have been like, why the fuck did we pick this guy up?
Nah, for sure. I just think there's not many ARs in the market.
Like if I was making the team, I would go DK over Nasty. Now, I know DK's a challengers, but I feel like I could just tell like his play style is very solid, very solid. I'm not saying DK is some special specimen. I'm not gonna go Luca Cheese, with DK, but I do think he is good and he should be prioritized.
All right, then we're putting Nasty, Afro, and Insight in the same team then.
Yep. That's Boston Breach, baby. That
would be M80.
Yeah, that'd be M80. Yeah, Insight and Nasty
AR duo. EU cheese right now? No, listen, I'm not EU cheesing. Don't do that to me.
I'd actually love Boston so much.
Nasty played very poorly after the Boston stint. That's facts. If it was EU cheese, I'd be whacking him on fucking. I'd be trying to force prop. I just think Koi were after Byron for so long that like now would be a good time to get him if they wanted him.
All right,
Yeah.
where do we think? I want to put Estriel somewhere before we.
Oh, I forgot about Estriel.
Because I don't. Where are we gonna put him? Like, could he go to Thieves maybe?
Oh wait, I put Estriel on Thieves in my head. I put Estriel
All right,
on Thieves.
I like that.
I done that this morning.
Let's get Neptune out of there. Where the hell does
Let's
Neptune
put Neptune. Listen, let's put Neptune on Surge, just because I don't think they'll play. But
yeah, I like that though. Yeah, it's the type of team they could do. I think they'd want interesting. For
maybe.
Sure. Who do we put on Heretics to like? Do they bring Trakes back for Rancor?
I actually think they might, low key.
Oh yeah, if any of them leave, Trix is going in.
Yeah, I think they'd probably bring him back.
There. Especially when you saw him at EWC in their side.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were watching him the whole time in Challengers Champs. Yeah.
Hey, Don, we know what Drake was on, bro. Like,
yeah.
Hey, if I was at EWC, I'd have been behind Damon supporting OpTic. Don't you worry.
Okay, interesting.
Shotzi leaked a BZ to G2 at Krem. Well,
did he though?
I don't think so, because I think Abizi's still signed to Thieves, and they're going to want to keep him. So I don't think that's happening.
I mean, unless they're bringing back let me check the timeline and see what people are saying.
Well, Octane apparently said HyDra and Scrap to stay on Thieves, but
I mean, I've not seen.
I can see that. I can see based on that. There might be some to that. I can see that.
They were Scrap. They were. Who would they want to drop 2 players though?
Yeah, probably.
They dropped Neum and Abizi.
Yeah.
Keep it around and then run it back. Yeah. Oh, shots you meant Abe.
Oh, Abe.
You never know.
I also didn't see Scrap and HyDra going back to Thieves.
You see what I put in the chat?
Yeah. I see. Interesting. I mean, does Abe go anywhere? The Bush boy?
To the bottom of the league. M80.
He goes to Ravens.
Yeah,
Ravens. Yeah,
Abe.
We put
to
him
be
on
fair,
Ravens.
Abe should be in the league, which isn't necessarily saying too much. You know, I always got to be a little harsh when I gas the Bush boys now because they just go to the league and get fucking clapped. But
yeah, I like that.
He should be in the league, bro. He actually showed. He might be an EWC merchant, but he actually played solid. I know they got 8th, but pretty sure they played like LAT and some other good team, so it's kind of bracket fuck. But yeah, I think he should be on like a bottom.
Yo, actually, listen,
team.
take Neptune out of Surge and put Envoy there.
Wait, say that again. Take you out of Surge?
Take Nep out of Surge and put Envoy there.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Nep to G2?
Yeah.
All right, so we got... Ooh, interesting.
I think they'd rather play with Envoy than Nep.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, Surge would be doing pretty well if they can form that team for the amount of money they got, to be honest, which is why I'm kind of worried if they can do that. But I wouldn't... Like, that'd be cool. It'd be a cool team.
I mean, there's nowhere else from really go.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
Also, do Heretics keep metals?
Oh, I guess it's a good question.
Yeah, if they lose all their players, they're going to keep medals, yeah.
We're bringing in Snoop.
Super's a free agent. What if, you know?
Yeah, true. I just don't know if anyone else can.
I just don't think anyone teams with him, though.
I think people want to team with Rancor.
Yeah,
over Super, yeah.
For sure, yeah.
People want to team with Rancor.
I would also be inclined that Metals... Obviously, Metals could stay, but maybe Snoopy for Metals or something like that.
I think Snoopy would be a great pickup for Miami.
I'm throwing him in.
I think Snoopy, Trake,
because I feel like they can't just
be a
if they lose
roster.
Rancor, like they can't just bring Trakes in for Rancor and like
Snoopy, Trake, Super Real.
It's a fast team. Apart from
Super Trakes. What did I say?
Yeah, Super
Trakes, Real, Snoopy.
Yeah.
Yo, that's low key. I think that low key might be the first like speed Demon Miami team. That might work.
I mean, one of them would have to run a fast day, yeah.
Yeah, Trace can do that.
Yeah.
Trace can run an AR.
I actually like the look of that team. Low key.
I do like that, yeah.
Well, we say this every year with Heretics.
We do, for sure.
Until they get shit on.
All right, so that's the new Heretics team. Yeah, G2, we need to finish their roster. Like, we've put Kismet in there because they've stolen Kremp, which I think is probably fair. I mean, Nep and Kiz maybe. I don't know. I'd probably end up bringing Beans back because like, what other ARs do I even have? I'm looking.
I've got a live
ARs.
leak from someone that isn't Ronnie this time.
Right, it's a rarity.
They said leak on
Marco
stream if you
Ortiz.
want. Neptune wants to play with Pred, but it will only be one of him or Sib on Surge.
Right.
And Envoy has had
yeah.
talks with M80.
Oh, well.
That's a live one from my source that actually isn't Ronnie this time, which is quite funny.
That's crazy
shout out to
update.
him.
So do we leave this or do we put? The thing is, like, if we put Envoy on M80, then like we put Net back on Surge, but it can't be Sib. So maybe Sib goes. Maybe Sib goes to G2, and we get Envoy and Net, but that doesn't really work either. Envoy goes here, Sib goes here, Nep goes here, Net, Pred, Skies, and then we need another AR. But then G2 is just stuffed full of ARs. Don't know if I like it. Bring in Nero, bring in Tej. I'm going to send it back a couple. We're just going to run it back to where we were. We'll go like this for a second again. Okay, like hypothetically, G2, what do you do if you're forming a team on G2? It's Nep, Kiz, Beans. Who do you get as an AR? Like, who else is there? I got
His Beans. I don't know.
I got Spart. I got Mamba. I got Encourage.
No, I don't think G2 are gonna go. G2's team's not even bad. There's no way they go from their current team to
this,
just
this
absolute,
bullshit. Like, what the fuck is this?
absolute horse. Like, I feel like Looney and whoever built the squad this year, they actually did a good job of making like, whatever we want to say. Yeah, they never had a chance of winning, but they were always at least top 8. Like, this was G2's best year.
And I just got confirmation, or that's
Cabby.
the M8 coach is Shawnee, which makes sense just because it's
Hell yeah, baby. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Okay, who do we round out the M80 team with? I've got Afro Nasty Insight. I need one. I'm going for a British boy. I'm bringing in. Who am I bringing in? I need a sub.
What about Cammy?
I just put Cammy on G2 to be fair, but I need a sub though. No,
think?
Jake. I need a sub.
It's a man's
Cammy
game,
can
like
run
Cammy
it.
said. You can do whatever.
All right, I like that. Maybe Cammy. Maybe I put Cammy in.
Oh yeah, what about Mythics?
Oh yeah, that's.
I think
a
he's
good.
good.
He deserves a
Mythics
spot
is
too,
good.
in my opinion.
I like
He does.
that.
I think he deserves a spot.
I'll just throw him on M80. Bosh. Easy. Just figure out the
Someone
roles.
said
Nasty
Linz.
can run the
I
sub.
don't think Linz gets a spot, unfortunately, for any Linz fans out there.
Ethan Boston people are saying Nep Koi. How's Mythics or F dot not here? Yeah, no, you're right. Mythics is on now. We put him on the breach. God RX, does he come up on the list of free agents? No, unfortunately not.
Yeah, he probably should.
All right, Ravens. I've got Lurk, Succeed, Abe. I need one. I need like an AR.
Honestly, bro, I'm down to just leave them as just lurks. I couldn't even give you three
Yeah,
players
right
that want to play on that org.
I could see Abe teaming with Lurks because they're best friends.
Yeah, put Abe on there, get Exceed off. He's not
Exceeds
staying.
off. Right.
Yeah, and just pick up 2 Challenges players that will accept the bare minimum.
Right, okay, I'm scrolling all I mean, if we don't know, then I'm putting Doug in there. Doug and Swooty. And then Cloud9. I mean,
I do want to say one thing, just to give my boy some guys. Okay, if you go Lurks, Abe, and then Brian Saint he's been fucking paying his bench players still. So W. I know the Ravens damn sure would not want to keep paying Fire and fucking Standy on the bench. But like, if you're gonna go this like, okay, we got to Exceed, he's our leader, get Prolude.
Mm-hmm.
I do think there's a whole bunch of Challengers players like we've been naming
Like
the EU guys, Mythics, and all of them, and DK and Ethan. I think they've obviously shown more talent than Prolude. But if you're gonna go, we got this guy, he's our leader, boom, boom, get Prolude, twin. Get Prolude, especially with a bottom tier team, he'll at least bring a system. And it's gonna work better. It's gonna work better than the Exceed system. Respect in the league. Just some gas for my boy.
Yeah, I like that. I could, there's a big gas for Harry, Lucifer.
I see people losing their shit over his.
Yeah, people weren't happy about Lucifer. I did see that too. They weren't happy about that. He's gonna get boycotted straight out the league. Yeah, so maybe I'll throw him in there. And then Cloud9, I can just leave blank.
Do you think Ravens pick up any of like those icons or whatever his name was?
Yeah, like
that guy was good.
Shit. Icons was good.
Maybe Webby comes in at some point too. I feel like Ravens could,
You think like Cloud9 keep Webby though?
Yeah, probably. Cloud9 are just going to form what they've done again, in my opinion.
Yeah, and just try and upgrade a bit. They're just going to run this back the same.
They're not going to try and upgrade. They just want to be here.
You think they bring an Exceed? Cloud9 Exceed?
Probably.
The problem with there was a lot of NA players that were like, in my opinion, very, very. I think Icons and Vic. I was very high on Vic, and then like he even came in my chat. He's like, "Damn, you're gassing me to hell," and then I threw up the bullshit. Like he legit had a 0.5 at the World Cup.
That's the thing. We'll gas you up, but if you can't back up your own gas, then you're ass.
Yeah. So like he played like shit. So I feel like he probably won't get the look, and he'll probably just be one of those guys who, if he played good, he might have been in the league to start the season. But now you're probably gonna have to go on the challengers and join a shit team mid-year, but I feel like he's still young. Icons, Vic, who else? Even Flame. I'm not gonna lie,
Flames is good.
Like, that team before we saw them go up against pro talent, Icons and Vic were the two that stood out. When they played the pros, it was Flames and Nimi. Nimi was the best challengers player at the World Cup overall, including the EUs.
Flames is a very good player too.
Yes, Flames could also fit that pro loot. At Pro Loot Old, where Flames is a leader. I
actually think Flames could go to C9 low key. I actually think Cloud9 could literally be like Dimensions, Flames, and Icons and Webby. Some bullshit like that. I actually think that's a very underrated team. One thing with this Cloud9 team is like, they just need these players will have passion done.
Yeah.
But they need guidance. And I think for those of you who don't know, Flames has been in the game for a while.
Yeah.
So I think if you give Flames a shot on a CDL team, like Cloud9, where you genuinely don't have nothing to lose, if you do well, you might go to a different team. If you do bad, well, guess what? You're on C9. Like, that's pretty much it. So you kind of got a lot to show for yourself when you go here. I actually don't mind that Cloud9 team.
I think they would actually have a team, like teamwork.
Yeah,
my bad.
No, you're good.
They would actually have like a structure in a team. Because like, I feel like that's just what I want to see. Because then that allows your talent to develop. Like, that allow Webby. I do think Webby is cracked as hell. But like, you got to have at least half the team that knows what day it is. What time is our match. Like, the other the whole C9 team you can't have all 4 people developing at the same time. You got to have someone that's already ready to go. And Flames, he has a play style where he's not going to terrorize you. He might not be the most, aggressive AR and dominating the stats and shit, but he is just a vet. He's just vetty. And I feel like he would be a great player. He would be a great player on one of these bottom teams to like be the leader, set a system for these guys.
The big names that are missing out on my list, I've got no Gwinternet. Could we find a spot? Because I put Nero into Ravens just because it's funny.
Did Gwyn play well on Cloud9?
No. Not really. I'm not, I'm just want to point out the names that,
Yeah, carry on. I'll give you a no or a yes. I'll give you a no or a yes.
I mean, I'm looking for, I've got Purge, I've got TJ, I've got, and these are the guys that are kind of, Mamba could still be.
Mamba could probably still be in a combo. He did actually help G2 get to champs. But But like realistically, where does he fit on these rosters? Is he better than anyone on these rosters?
Unless like G2 bring him back or something. I mean, this G2 roster that I've made here
Mamba
is
Mamba could go to Ravens instead of Nero. I don't really like Nero here, but
yeah, maybe that's fair.
I think Mamba's probably got more credibility than Nero on one of these rosters.
Maybe I'll give him that.
I just wish Mamba looked like he had fun.
Yeah, he's not going to be having too much
I think
fun
that's my
with
like.
it.
If I was his coach, I would genuinely sit him down. I'd be like, just have a little bit of fun, bro. That's all you need. Just like a smile.
That's what I'm saying.
Right,
all
they
right.
can 100-point club someone and he looks like he's lost. I promise you.
Yeah, no, I agreed. But, I mean, there's craze. I guess Nejra. Like, did Nejra do enough to earn a spot again? Maybe.
Wasn't he the respawn Costa, but the S&D demon?
No, that was Hyde. Hyde was a generational respawn Costa. Nejra was quite good, and then when Revy joined, he took the shine a bit.
I mean,
Yeah.
So,
Webby stole his spotlight.
I just don't see a spot for Nedra here, realistically. Maybe in place of one of these EU Challenger players, just because it's contracts,
last minute
visas and stuff like that.
unfortunate.
You know what I'm saying? It's like Don. We know that DK, Ethan, Mythics, should be in the league, but they probably some of them, maybe one makes it. Some of them are gonna get homed.
Yeah, I think DK and Ethan will make it. Mythics might get hoed. But Mythics is a good pickup for sure.
You think Renegade would get signed at the start of the year? Or not yet?
Probably not, but he played great for us at the LCQ, and I think he should go pro eventually. But I'm pretty sure he's in the Halo League.
What? Come on.
Yeah, he played the Halo League qualifier with Bound and fucking
He just can't help himself.
super team.
Right, okay.
He played the Halo qualifier under FaZe. So unless he can,
He's doing that.
It's like a relapse.
Yeah.
unless he can fucking play Halo and COD at the same time, I
Surely
don't know
there's
what he's
no
doing.
money in Halo anymore, bro. Maybe I know they still have like a little league going on, but like I know they've still got like a circuit. But
Well, there was that leak that they wanted Sledgehammer
the
to
new
take over
game.
Halo.
yeah, but like surely that's not going to be for a couple of years. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know. We'll see. And then the other big names. I mean, I'm looking at. It's kind of about it really for the guys who might be missing out, unless there's superstars coming out of chat. I guess like Big Wake. But Ocus is on a. I think
The best players on the NA side are Cammy, Snoopy. Yeah, those two on the NA side, and then on the EU side, DK, Ethan, and Mythics.
Yep.
Cammy, Snoopy, Vic, Flames. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've done well here.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's early days.
I think we've done very well.
Throw a little Cammy and Ravens. Yeah, G2. This G2 team is absolute buns, but I mean, it might not be actually. Now I've put Renegade in there, I hate it less than I did, just because there's a bit more volatility, a bit more upside, maybe. These teams aren't horrible. I think Koi are a very interesting team because I expect that they will keep Clinics and Kips, and then they will. I'd be surprised if they don't consider this option, but as you guys were saying, I could see them getting Nasty. I could see them getting someone else. But I feel like it would be quite a Toronto thing to do to try and get both. But I also think the Thieves as well. Like, to me, this Thieves team, I don't love it. I'm not going to lie. I like Estriel, but I think Thieves could be more ambitious than this.
These are just in a bad spot, in my opinion.
Yeah, they are. To be fair, they are. Because the thing is, for Thieves, I was thinking maybe you could go and get, like, try and go and get a Luca. Maybe you could get, maybe you could get Kremp. Maybe they still get Kremp. But also, like, you got to think if Falcons need someone and they can't get Simp and they can't get Scrap and they can't get HyDra, like, they're going to try and get somebody good. So, I think Falcons are going to at least put a bag out for someone. Ringcore BZ lol says Milk RF. Anyway, look, thanks for you guys giving your perspective. That's where we land for the time being. Some of these we put more thought into than others, but of course things could change, and they certainly will change over the coming days. These are semi predictions, like just messing around a little bit, so don't take everything too serious. but over the coming weeks, we're going to see where this ends up. So, gentlemen, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thanks for joining us live in the chat after the fact on Spotify. If you did watch on Spotify or listen on Spotify, drop us a 5-star review. We appreciate it. Hit a like on the stream. Hit a subscribe on the channel. We got a good new few subs rolling through the show today. And yeah, we'll be back in due course. Next week, we may or may not have a show. It just depends on how much happens. The shows for the next few weeks will be intermittent depending on what's going on in Rostermania. If there's big drama, big announcements, we'll be running a show. If there's not, we might not. But that's the nature of the game. So another banger
before
show.
Don signs us off,
please.
Before Don, not
yeah,
Don,
obviously.
Before we hand it over to Don, I will just say in our roster right there, Ram, I don't know if you still have it up on your screen.
Absolutely.
But Luca is doing the same pose as Scrap.
That is a good point, actually. I did see someone on the Reddit today. They put together a post and they'd formed teams based on the poses, and it came up with some unbelievable teams. Let's see if I can find it.
But I just thought I'd say that. You know, it just clocked my eye while you were talking. I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool.
There must be something in it. There could be something in it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, Don, pleasure as always. We need a Cletus update. Is Cletus still going?
Is he alive?
Oh yeah. No one's died. No one's died in a while.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, Bobo.
Is it because you haven't fed him?
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, chill, Reg. Yeah, everyone's good. Fish is fine. Life is fine. Life is great. Yeah, man. I don't really got too much to say other than I'm gonna be playing some games later. Y'all want to check it out? Yeah. Some Liza P. But twitch.tv/temp. But yeah.
There you go.
We like that.
We love that. Hey guys, I'm not gonna lie, it's very hot in this room. I'm getting cooked.
It's the late afternoon sun is cooking Trey. Yeah.
I'm getting violated here. Oh my god. Yeah. Keep an eye on socials because Easy Mac just put something in our chat. There's a FaZe article coming in 5-10 minutes, so make sure you go show some love. We will not be staying up for that.
I'll go to bed.
Just letting you guys know we're not staying up for it, but there will be a FaZe article in 5 to 10 minutes. So make sure you go leave a like on that on the social medias. Another great show. Maybe back next week, maybe not, like Rab said, depending on what happens. If I was to take a guess, we probably do have a show next week because there will be stuff moving this week, but it all depends on how everyone moves, where it all goes, and how far along it comes. There's not much to talk about apart from rosters, and if there's no drama or nothing else that's happened, it's hard to run a show for longer than an hour because it's nothing to talk about. I mean, we could bullshit.
I mean, we could, to be fair. We definitely
we're good at that.
Yeah,
we're good at that. But yeah, no, it's been an absolute pleasure. I appreciate everyone that's been tuning in. Another banger episode, over 1,000 viewers again. I don't know what the peak was, but wow, getting over 1,000 viewers in an episode now is phenomenal. Like Rab said, make sure you go listen to the Spotify if you haven't. Obviously, people, I keep saying it, but a lot of people show love when they're on their delivery runs on a Tuesday. Nice little morning podcast. They love it. So make sure you go show some love to Spotify. Also drop a like on this. And if you haven't subbed, please do sub. We're trying to get that plaque.
We need that. I need that.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, Rab needs another plaque in a way. So he's moving like Mr. Beast. And also go sub to Rab's F1 YouTube channel because he is like 45 subs away from 100,000, and that's another plaque. So
we're only like 30 away now after.
He's plaque maxing, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's crazy. We're 28 away right now, actually.
Let's go.
There you go. Everyone go show us some love. But yeah, from myself, Rab, and Don, it's an absolute pleasure. We'll see you guys next Monday or whenever we're back live. We'll let you guys know. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Take care.